promotional consideration paid for by the following. Slapdicks, come out of the shadows. This is Bane, and I'm here to tell you about boxofgimmicks.com. With new items each week, it's the official store of What Happened When, something to wrestle with. And 83 weeks. Log on and get your gimmicks for the wrestling fan in your life, or something for yourself. And by patreon.com/WHW Monday. Want to be a low-key big hog or a glass-bottom boat rider? How about a member of the Hot Tag Express or the Slapdick Nation? Join Conrad Thompson and Tony Schiavone for bonus podcasts, behind-the-scenes videos, live weekly chats, and new content each week. And by LoisRules.com. Get all your t-shirts from What Happened When right now. Nobody cared who I was until I put on a hand turkey dick t-shirt. And by AEW Dynamite on TNT. Join the revolution each Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And together we can kill the Batman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Welcome to WHW Monday. Tony Schiavone and Conrad Thompson.
Jim Crockett for Starrcade, 605 NWA. TV title, Cajun Omni, the Bunkhouse Stampede. Flair and Horseman, Garvin, Bogey, Magnum, Dusty, Express Tag Team. Turner, Bond, and Mid-South Joint World Championship Wrestling.
Talking about the great years of World Championship Wrestling, the NWA, and Jim Crockett Promotions.
Tony and First North they win. Look, Schiavone's back again. World title split off center stage. Bischoff, Disney, Hogan, and Nitro. New World Order and the Crow. Thunder, Russo, Arquette Champ, Vinnie Mac, simulcast. Tony's back with Conrad, not your classy podcast. Watch along, try not to laugh. Lowest rules, cat back. This wasn't the initial plan. Tom Zigg's a good-looking man. Klondike Bill, make a chant. Tommy, you come over here.
What happened when?
WHW Monday. And now, let's go to the ring. And here's your co-host. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? With the voice of our motherfucking childhood, Noah Anthony Schiavone. Tony, how are you, man?
I'm fine. No longer voice of your childhood. I'm the voice of your present.
You sound like fucking Darth Vader with your blue Yeti there.
Okay. I'm the voice of your present.
All right, now you sound like Arn Anderson doing a podcast.
Yes, I do, don't I? Gotta get somebody to have that shit out. Come on now.
That's lazy ass JoJo Feeney. He don't give a shit about me or my network of shows, you know.
Yeah.
If it ain't Disco and Conan, he don't give a fuck.
Well, send the motherfucker to me and I can edit shit, man. I'm an edit machine is what I was. Hey, how are you doing?
Man, I'm great. I'm excited to be here with you today. We're covering something that you missed, which means it's probably pretty good. Starrcade 1989 is what is on tap for you this week. Next week, we're going to visit Starrcade, or not Starrcade, my apologies. December 20th, 1999's Nitro, which is when NWO 2000 is formed, and you have no recollection of that.
Nope.
And then on Christmas Day, we'll bring you a massacre on 34th Street. So set your calendars, boys and girls. We're in for a special series of shows here, and we're getting things kicked off right with Starrcade 1989.
Starrcade 89. You said it's probably a very good show because I wasn't there. I've seen this show. It fucking sucked.
Well, that means we're going to have fun, and we've got a real life endorsement from you that the show we're about to watch really sucks a dick. If we can get Lois.
Yeah, I think we could. It's odd, ironic, if you would, that you would say sucks a dick. And here she comes. Come over here, sweetie. Here's Lois Schiavone.
3, 2, 1, play.
I'm going to play the audio here, Tony. It's interesting that just do the theme song here, but with absolutely no voiceover whatsoever. The production here has always been questionable, and this is a fucking TV company.
Right. That's right. And we had some pretty good people. Well, we had Keith Mitchell.
You still got him.
We still got him, and Keith was pretty good, but Keith was not really, he wasn't really a post-production guy. He was a live production guy. So what you saw live, Keith was the producer of it, but post-production wise, and being actually the executive producer of it, that really wasn't Keith's bag. So I can't really blame Keith. Are we going to go to hell by talking over the national anthem here?
No, we're not.
Okay. I didn't know if we were or not.
No. We're going to hell for a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, we are going to go to hell for a lot of other stuff. I will see you there. But it's just I didn't like this show at all. Now, the reason I didn't like this show, to me, it was confusing. This number system and all that. And did you ever talk to JR about this? Did you guys ever cover this show?
No, not yet.
Okay, because I have this kind of smacks of something that JR would want. He was really big into making it an athletic contest, and it just seems to me that this would be something that JR would want. But be that as it may, I may be wrong, and I'm not blaming him for this, but I just really didn't like it. And then of course, you come out with this shitty open with music, you go right to a fucking national anthem, you have no excitement. And now you're going to go from Gary Michael Capetta to introducing the 4 tag teams. And again, you have no excitement. So there's no, I don't know. I hate this fucking show as much as you do, Jim. I don't know who booked this shit, but goddamn, take a look at the earring in my ear. Would you take a look at that? It sucks.
You're not a big Terry Funk earring guy?
Yeah, well, no, I'm just kidding. I love earrings, as you probably know. I know.
Wait a minute.
That's exactly right, Jim. That's exactly right. What would happen? Goddamn. What would happen if I would tell the jokes that I would tell now in 2019? I may be kicked out of wrestling altogether. Son of a bitch, motherfucker. That's the way it is. Now, here's your point system. See how it's almost like it's like a convoluted NASCAR thing.
It is convoluted.
Yeah. So
it feels very American Gladiators like.
Yes, it does. It feels American. I've never watched American Gladiators, but I've got that feeling already.
What are you saying?
You watch American Gladiators?
It's the best fucking show ever.
Hold on. Let me get this right. You will not sit down and watch an episode of The Mandalorian, which is a great TV show, but you'll watch American fucking Gladiators.
You goddamn right.
What the fuck's wrong with you, dude?
Because The Mandalorian, I've done research on this. It's apparently about Star Wars or something like that.
Yeah, you need some psychological help is what you need. You need to get with the program. You need to get with the world as it is.
Look at this set. I love this. This is fucking awesome. This feels like a scene out of Running Man.
It sucks.
No, this is killer, man. Look at that look. You don't like this look?
Yeah, okay. It looks okay.
Look on the left, though. The Samoans.
And Big Daddy, the Big Kahuna. That's our man.
But Humperdinck here reminds me of Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights. He don't know what to do with his hands. I don't know what to do with my Samoans run real good. I don't know what to do with my hands.
You know what I found out by talking to Cody? That I didn't know the name of it. You know how some wrestlers, when they'll do an interview, they'll just rub their hands together?
Yeah.
It's called steepling. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Shit. Well, you obviously know more about the business than I do anyway. So.
Do you know about the rat pivot?
The rat pivot?
Yeah.
No.
It's when.
Is that when one rat pivots from one dick to the other?
Sorta.
Okay.
That's called the, that's called the Schiavone, but the rat pivot is when the guys come out and they just sort of like stand and turn and look at the crowd, or they'll stand and then they'll keep one foot in place, almost like a basketball move, and then pivot with the other foot and then just adjust their body. It looks like they're surveying the crowd. They're really just trying to identify where are the rats.
Wow.
Where's the good coot in the crowd tonight?
Right. The rampway did not make for a very good entrance, because you could tell the guys were very unsure of their footing as they were walking towards the ring.
Because the rampway was right off the back of a goddamn U-Haul.
That's exactly right.
Seriously, this is a U-Haul ramp.
Welcome to WCW. Absolutely. So they're going to face the Steiner brothers, and here they come down the ramp.
They used to have those jackets.
You used to have them?
Yeah. Sold them to doodoo-trucking.com.
Really?
Yep. They're in his basement now.
Huh. So he's a collector too, huh? Not only does he collect bottles of beer, but he collects memorabilia.
Oh, by the way, tomorrow, as we're recording this, Eric and Laurie Bischoff will arrive here at the Conrad Edison.
That is wonderful news.
And they're excited to be here for the No Holds Barred Christmas. Really looking forward to, he was telling me how much they're looking forward to spending time with you and Lois for the first time in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be great, man.
Yeah. Okay. So here we are, the Iron Man competition. You ready to go? This has some pretty good potential, this first match here, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Dude, are you kidding? Just to catch you up here, we've got Doom, and they're going to be taking on the Steiner brothers, and this is Doom with the hoods. So this is peak Doom. Big fan of Doom. And of course, everybody knows the Steiner brothers, all-time favorite tag team, growing up. Now that I'm an adult, I can go back and I have a newfound appreciation for Arn and Tully. But dude, back then, it was all about the Steiner line.
It was great, man. It was great. And Scotty, you know, if you go back in time and you think of all the great tag teams, and I'm talking about even back in the Anderson brothers back then, you know, the Steiners, they rate top 10, don't they? Maybe top 5 in their prime.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So this is, by the way, this is at the Omni in Atlanta, which is, of course, no longer with us. They tore down, built up Phillips Arena, which is now State Farm Arena. But they built it, and the Omni was a great place. It was kind of an odd-shaped building, kind of an octagonal building, if you will. And as you can see, the Omni had orange and yellow seats for Starrcade. What the fuck? Fill up those seats on the far side, somebody, would you please? You can see the Steiners are just a little bit, they're not into their Steiner mode yet, but they're close. Got anything else to say? Who else is coming to your No Holds Barred Christmas?
Oh man, it's going to be a house full. It's going to be great. The Costco of wrestling trademarks, Michael Dawkins is coming. He's not bringing his wife, so he's definitely going to have fun. I think, Fat Ass Hancock, as opposed to Fat Ass Massa, he will be here. He's not bringing his wife, so he's definitely going to have fun. Jeff Jewett, I think he'll be attending. He's not bringing his wife, so he's definitely going to have fun. Eric Rottencrotch, he's happy. So, he's single. He's not bringing the wife. That's great. Scott Hyatt, he makes coffee nervous. Of course, any woman would have an aneurysm being married to him for an extended weekend. So he's coming solo dolo. Your great close personal friend, Super Dave, he will not be in attendance. He's going to be, I think he's on, Flaming Hot Cheeto restriction.
No,
he's not able to make it.
I talked to him recently. I said, Dave, did they reattach your thumb? And he went, yes. And I said, did they reattach it in the right place? Because, you know, he lives way down in the South, and you never know where they're going to attach it.
I believe, Jay-Z and his lovely wife, Chelsea, are going to make it. I know for sure that the funniest man in America, Corey Ryan Forrester, and his lovely bride will be here.
Yikes. And,
Cassio Kid, of course, Big Booty Judy will be here. Clint from Hershey will be here. Unfortunately, stupid ass Matt Coon will be here. Mark Nielsen, I don't think is going to make this one. I think we've used up all of his vacation time. Dave Silva will be here. Of course, his wife, Heather, who can attest to how great the products at manscaped.com taste. And, Chris McDonald will not be here, but he is the guru of all things, no holds barred Christmas, and great close personal friend of the show, Dave Milliken. And, a special lady in his life will be stopping by as well. Tremendous. Oh, and who could forget, her good old JR and Bruce Pritchard.
Wow. That's an all-star cast you got there.
Yeah. Arn Anderson has a family graduation situation that weekend. So he won't be there, but everybody else will be, including you and Lois. And we are so proud to have you.
You do know I have a basketball game coming up.
Oh, you've always got basketball, buddy. It's no big deal.
Okay. But it should be a lot of fun. Look at this pickup, man. Who was Nitron? Who was the character that was her bodyguard? Who played Nitron?
If you don't know, wrestling guru, how would I know?
Hey, dude, I'm a gimmick. You're the guru. I'm just a gimmick.
Nitron was Taylor Maine. We've talked about him before.
We have.
He wrestled as Big Sky.
Oh, Big Sky. Yes. Yes. It's one of my favorite songs of the brand new Collective Soul album called Blood. It's called Big Sky. Need to listen to it.
He's done a lot of movies that I thought you would be into.
Okay. Like?
No, it's just, like he played Michael Myers in Halloween and shit like that.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not into scary. I'm not into scary stuff. Are you into horror movies?
All right. Did you watch the movie X-Men? That seems like something you would have watched.
Yes, there he is.
He played, Sabretooth in X-Men.
Okay. Yes. I watched that.
He was in like a bunch of X-Men's.
Okay. Shit. Then he's doing better than most anybody here in the ring.
Oh, for sure. I mean, cause everybody else is dead.
Just about.
He's definitely doing better than Woman.
Yes. Bless her heart.
I don't know if he's doing better than Butch Reed. Have you heard what Butch Reed's been up to?
No, I haven't. Enlighten me on this.
You really don't know about Butch Reed?
No, I don't. Full disclosure here. I don't read anything on wrestling websites.
Oh no, this wasn't on a wrestling website.
Okay.
I mean,
if Butch Reed is not on Disney Plus right now, I probably don't know what's going on with him.
Butch Reed is one of the founders of Netflix.
Oh, come on. Bullshit.
No, seriously.
What?
What's people
tell me that fucking story.
Well, I don't know the whole story. I just know that he's got fuck you money now. So, he's doing better than owning a Shoney's in Ackworth or being on a school board.
Okay. So he's one of the founders of Netflix.
Yep. Well, I'm sure he got the connection because he was over in Florida,
Oh, okay.
And if you're looking for a way to get a guy over, you got to get the rub off somebody else who's over. So Netflix man needed the rub. And they called Butch Reed.
Got it. That sounds logical to me. In this world, expect anything. And if Butch Reed is that over, and he was over in Florida, which, as we know, was a big territory, then him being a founder of Netflix is not surprising. Anything else about Butch Reed that I don't know?
He was recently kicked off commentary for the NWA for making a joke.
Yeah, I heard that happens a lot.
Hey, we didn't talk about that, but when that happened,
yeah,
I assume people at AEW TV were talking about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Excalibur, enlightened me on it. And he told me the whole story. He said, okay, can you believe this one? And when he told it to me, I said, no, I said, I can believe it. Back in the 80s or 90s, it's a joke that he's used before. It is. But I can't believe he would use it now. And I went further on to say that because the show is not live, I can't believe it got through.
There's a set of conspiracy theories out there that I don't subscribe to.
Right.
But one of these conspiracy theories is that they wanted rid of him and they just left it in.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy that at all.
No, I don't buy that either. I buy more the fact that because, gosh, I've done enough wrestling with enough companies to know that so much shit drops through the cracks in wrestling. It doesn't surprise me that dropped through the cracks. It's like he said it. Maybe no one was listening, or maybe the only one that heard it was his whoever that guy is that he does commentary with, and no one else heard it. And they said, okay, we got a show. And they put it up without doing any post-production or anybody watching it. That's probably what really happened. And even their play-by-play guy, Joe, probably told somebody, you better check into that. And they said, okay, we will. And they didn't.
You know what you know what they needed, and it could have all been prevented?
What was that?
Butch Reed.
That's right, because he was over in Florida.
He was over in Florida, and because he was so over, I mean, you haven't talked about this, but he got over in Florida so well that he got a scholarship, and he's actually one of the founding members and created a scholarship fund rather for Full Sail University. Butch Reed actually created NXT, WWE's developmental territory. That's all Butch Reed. A lot of people don't know that, but he's that over in Florida. When they wanted to talk about, hey, we want to train some guys, we know there's certain tax benefits down here.
Right.
Who can we use to get this thing over? WWE knew who to call. They made one call, Butch Reed, and Butch Reed got NXT over. And now, as you see, they have a very successful show on Wednesday nights. And a lot of people are saying that he's really the man behind the man. Triple H gets all the credit, but really it belongs with Butch Reed.
Isn't that something about the wrestling business? Somebody could do something that is revolutionary in the wrestling business. And I'm not only talking about what Butch Reed did for NXT,
right?
But I'm talking about there's been so many things revolutionary happen, but somebody else would take credit for it. You know, Vince gets credit for a lot of the great shit, but in reality, there are people that work under him who are very creative that should have gotten credit for it.
Give me an example.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure some of the look that you see in wrestling today is because of Kevin Dunn. Some of the great camera shots that you see in wrestling today are because of Kerwin Selfies and what he has done in the WWE. And Vince gets credit for everything.
Well, that's amongst fans. I mean, I think people who are there know, right?
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, what does that matter?
Well, I'm saying like James Cameron gets credit for all the blah, 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 but he ain't out there doing the shit by himself.
Right.
Well, you're upset today.
No, I'm in a good mood today. I was in a good mood until I found out that Butch Reed had all this money and
he's a billionaire, dude. B.
Yeah. So, Butch Reed, you wonder because he was so over. Holy shit.
So over in Florida, dude. Like
yeah,
a lot of people don't know this, but there is a Khan family connection with Butch Reed. Has Tony told you about this?
No, I've not. He's not.
Years ago.
Did Butch Reed a founding father of the NFL? Maybe
he helped the Khans get the Jaguars.
Wow.
You see, Mr. Khan wanted to throw his hat into the ring of American sports, and he wanted to own a sports team, and he had tried to buy a few other teams, and it never really worked out. And when he found out that, there were such great tax benefits in Florida, Tony told his dad to call Butch Reed, and Butch Reed made a couple calls. The Hazenga family down in Miami, they were not in, but Butch Reed single-handedly brokered the deal, for the Khans to purchase the Jacksonville Jaguars. So if you're a big Jags fan, you know this, all the hardcore Jags fans know this story because Butch Reed was over in Florida.
And you know what else is over? Thank God, this match.
Oh no, this was a great match. Why are you shitting on this?
It's terrible. They threw it out.
But that's what we needed.
Is that what we needed?
we were looking, everybody knows if you want a hot pay-per-view show, the first match gets thrown out. By the way, Wayne Killer gave this 15 points for the Steiners.
Okay.
And he gave it a letter grade C. Is what it gets.
All right. Hey, so what was behind? Was Butch Reed behind the name Future Shock? What the fuck did that mean?
No. See, if they would have consulted Butch Reed, Butch Reed would have pitched, hey guys, what if we had some wrestlers from the WWF just come invade?
Oh,
I don't know that me and you've talked about this, but I was talking to Eric Bischoff on our show, 83 Weeks, which is the #1 highest grossing revenue podcast in the history of professional wrestling. And, this is a fact. Right. Bischoff revealed on the show that the inspiration for the NWO was not in fact a Japanese angle, but in reality, it was an idea that was pitched to him by a very young, spry Butch Reed. Mm. So here we see coming to the ring something that was not Butch Reed's idea, the Great Muta.
As known back then, the Great effing Muta.
And he's managed by Gary Hart. And what a great look he has. At this point, the Great Muta is undefeated in the NWA. He's never lost a match by pinfall or submission. Unbelievable. And the most popular wrestler of the year. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sting.
So they got the big reveal behind the curtains here.
Yep. How great does Sting look, man? That's the best condition he was ever in. Look at that.
Yeah, he is in great shape. You're right. He's looking up he's looking up. You see how he looked up that time? He was looking up in the rafters saying, one of these days I'm going to be up there and then I'm going to rappel down.
He's probably doing a rat pivot
to see if rats are up there.
How did you not know about steepling?
I knew what it was, but I never knew what it was called.
All right. So here we go. Lex Luger in this outfit, which by the way is made by Olivia Walker, a gladiator looking outfit. Great close personal friend of the show, Brian Rogers, used to own this. He bought it, from a pawn shop in Detroit where it was filmed, where Lex pawned a bunch of his old gear, including 2 robes. This one included. Oh, there's my robe.
Yeah.
The best Ric Flair robe ever.
Did you see that one shot? That one shot showed him behind the curtain before the reveal.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, you know, we're trying. This is the biggest presentation WCW's ever had at this point. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So they're trying something. Anyway, what I was saying about this Lex Luger robe, they actually made a Galoob action figure that was a UK exclusive. And he had that outfit on. So it's actually one of the only action figures I have in my little home studio, which I think you've seen once before, that one time you were at my house.
Mm-hmm. I've been at your house like twice.
Well, I mean, you'll see it this weekend when you come over for No Holds Barred Christmas.
Right.
We're pretty excited about that, by the way. We've got a lot of fun events planned.
Did I tell you I have a basketball game in Phoenix this weekend?
Yeah. You told me you would be there, but it'll just be a little later.
Okay. Here comes Luger in that gladiator type thingamajig.
Hey, let me ask, how does your worst paying job become priority all the time?
It's not priority. It's, commitment.
Well, what do your better paying jobs have to do to earn your commitment besides pay you more? Cause that's clearly not the answer.
No, that's the answer. When you say during the springtime, like in May, when contracts come out, will you work for us through football and basketball this year? And you sign your name and you say, yes, I will. Then you honor that commitment. That's what I'm saying.
Are you signing that dumb shit again this spring?
I don't know.
Well, I need to get you.
I can tell you this, that I'm losing money going to Phoenix. I'm losing money.
Well, you know what Butch Reed would say about that.
And I'm losing money because I had to change some flights around and I had to pay for it myself because.
Well, you know, now that you got that con money, it all just runs together now, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't always just run together, but it runs a little bit better than it used to. Huh. Okay, so Sting and Luger are just going to pose here a little bit.
Yeah, I like poise. We'll go with poise.
Poise. They got plenty of it. Oh, look at them empty seats in the Omni. Light them up, you dumb son of a bitches.
That's actually the start of the article that's recapping this on the Torch. Wade would write, the show is hosted by Jim Ross with Jim Cornette leading analysis during the tag matches and Terry Funk during singles matches. The card featured Iron Man and Iron Team competition where 4 singles and 4 tag teams fought each other trying to gain the most points. 20 points were awarded for a pinfall or submission, 15 points for a countout victory, 10 points for a DQ win, 5 points for a draw, none for a loss. At the beginning of the show, nearly half the lower deck seats were empty. They slowly filled as the show progressed, probably by fans sitting from the upper deck. Yeah, that would never happen in modern day wrestling.
No, it wouldn't. Not only that, let's think on this. This is really the first. I guess Starrcade 88 could be considered because Crockett had been sold by them, but this is the first Turner Broadcasting production of Starrcade. And basically what they did is take a grand event, which was the quote unquote granddaddy of them all, and they made it to a pile of shit.
Whoa. You guys had already fucked it up the ass in 87.
Okay. But they made it into a pile, thus to make it a bigger pile of shit when Battle Bowl would rear its ugly head years later. Yeah, you can say that we made that Starrcade 87 was a pile of shit.
Yeah,
I guess you could say that.
It. That's the day you went balls deep on it.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that the day that who got hit in the nuts? Was it Wyndham got hit in the nuts by Dr. Death?
Head to the dick.
That's right. But we had Ronnie Garvin as the world champion back then. And that was something to hang your hat on. What you think? You know,
no. What are you talking about? No.
Look, here it's pretty apparent here that these guys know they're going to work more than once. So the work rate here early is not good. Is that fair to say?
Fair to say.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anybody in the stands that I recognize.
There's nobody in the ring you even recognize.
You'd be right, buddy.
So I'm taking suggestions for Tony Reed's rap. Have you ran across any rap songs you really enjoyed lately?
No, I've not. I don't look across. I don't look at rap songs.
Why not?
But it's just not. I mean, I just don't. I got a really busy life.
Oh, busier than me?
No, but it's real busy. No one's as busy as you.
Dude,
I'll give you that.
I was stuck in a hospital in Scranton, Pennsylvania this past week. That's
give us hold on. There's a cover. 1, 2. Whew. Now go ahead. Give us that. I didn't want to miss that cover. Go ahead. Why were you in a hospital in Scranton?
At a business meeting up there. I flew up there with a guy and he no-showed, no call. No show, no call.
Well, he won't work for you anymore.
Well, no, I didn't know what was going on. It's unlike him. So I had to track him down. And he was not responsive. So he went to the hospital by ambulance.
Oh, so it wasn't you?
No, hell no.
And how was that experience?
It sucked.
Where did you stay in Scranton when you were there?
A hotel?
The name of the hotel. Did you stay at the Lackawanna station?
Oh my gosh. No, I stayed at the casino.
Oh, okay. Okay. There's a hotel in Scranton. It's a Radisson hotel.
Oh, that's where our meeting was. It's got a lot of character to it.
Yes. That's a haunted hotel. You know that.
No, I did not know that, but I closed the deal there.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd you do business-wise?
Oh, it was great. It was a home run trip.
Okay, good.
You know, I was just glad my buddy didn't die.
Yeah, me too. That place where you had that Radisson, the Lackawanna station, used to be a train station where the bodies from World War I that came back from overseas, they put them on a train and they had a makeshift morgue in the bottom of that hotel there. And that's why the hotel is haunted, because of all the ghosts from World War I soldiers who had died.
What the fuck? What are you talking about?
It's just a little history lesson about the Lackawanna Station in Scranton. I've been in Scranton. I mean, I've been going to Scranton for baseball games for the past 11 years, so I know something about it.
Oh,
I just thought I'd let you know.
Okay, there we go.
What?
Baseball.
Well, I'm no longer with baseball.
Yeah, thank God. And you're no longer with football since Georgia got their shit pushed in by LSU over the weekend.
Yeah, boy, did they ever, to say the least.
Is that the most brutal shit you've had to sit through all year?
No, the most brutal shit I had to sit through all year was being in Auburn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime I'm near those no good piece of shit, white trash cocksuckers, that's brutal. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh, I shouldn't have said that on this podcast. Let me rephrase it. Okay. No good motherfucking piece of shit, cocksuck, dick licking, asshole eating white trash motherfuckers can kiss my fucking ass, Auburn. Go to hell. I feel a lot better.
Really?
And whoever that guy was that came up towards our press box and wanted to have a word with our play-by-play announcer, my name is Tony Schiavone, and you can find me very easily. Kiss my fucking ass, you old motherfucking piece of shit. I know who you are. I know your Twitter handle. I'll come find you, you dick licker.
Was it Cole Kubelik?
No, it wasn't a bald cue ball. And it was a small guy. I wouldn't talk to a big guy like Cole Kubelik like that.
Fixing to say, I'd watch your mouth if I was you. I've seen Cole knock motherfuckers out with an open hand slap.
Oh, I sure you haven't. I've seen Cole really push down about 5 or 6 hot dogs at a one game.
Dude, Cole can put on eating exhibitions.
Yes, he's something else.
I saw him order 2 large pizzas, a sandwich, fries, and 2 desserts. And I'm thinking, God damn, how many people are we feeding when we get back? And then he looked at me and said, did you want anything?
Yeah.
This dude can eat, son.
He can. And he played football for Auburn, right?
Yeah.
So he was a cheating motherfucker like all of them.
Whoa. He didn't aim to play at Auburn. Auburn gave him a scholarship and gave him an opportunity, and he made the most of it.
Good for him. Good for him.
I'm saying, sure it's sort of like you didn't aim to work at, well, you did actually. You quit working for the biggest wrestling company in the world and went back on purpose.
Well, anyway, good for Cole. I didn't know he was a cheater. Oh, all of them at Auburn are.
He's got a baby on the way, by the way.
Oh, good.
This is baby Q number 3.
Oh, good for Cole.
Yeah, I think he's looking for the Tony Schiavone numbers. I don't think he knows what causes that because he keeps letting it soak over and over and over.
Meanwhile, we're in the midst of the Iron Man competition.
Seriously, why are we watching? I mean, I guess it's, I don't know.
That's Starrcade time. We want to go back and, look.
No, I mean Luger Sting. Like Luger Sting is not a match I wanted to see. I need Luger and Sting to be buddies and partners, tag team. I don't need them wrestling each other.
But I get it. Here's what we're doing. You mentioned voice of your childhood. Okay, I got it. Now we're going back, and there's a lot of our people who watch along with us. Some don't watch along with us. Someone just like the banner back and forth, but the people who watch along with us are now going to go back and say, I'm going to watch Starrcade 89. I'm going to go back and relive my childhood, Future Shock. And then they put it on and they'll go, not as good as I remember.
Accurate.
Because as you know, things seem much better back when you were younger.
Everybody looks back with rose-colored glasses.
That's right. It's like, did you grow up? Let me ask you this question about your years. Did you grow up in one house? Did you guys move a couple of times? Or you just got to grow up in one house?
We moved.
Okay. I grew up in one house. I grew up. I came home from the hospital to this one house and stayed there until I went off from college. And I've gone back to that house since then, and it's tiny. But back when I was younger, it was big and it was wonderful, and it's just how your, again, rose-colored glasses, how your perception changes when you get older. So what I'm saying is, here we're watching Future Shock. What the fuck was that? We're watching this, and people are probably thinking, that was a great event. I want to see that again. They watch, go, What the fuck? Like we're doing right now.
By the way, if you have a specific request for Tony Reed's rap, just tweet us at WHW Monday. I want to hear from you. This week's episode is an oldie but a goodie. It's not that old. It's 2.5 years old. But one of the biggest hits of 2017 from 21 Savage in honor of you making trips now at a loss and it not being a big deal. The song is titled Bank Account.
It's called Bank Account.
Yeah, it's the name of the song, Bank Account.
Okay. Does it have the word bitch in it?
Probably.
Does it have the word hoe? Does it have the word dick?
It probably has all that.
Okay. That it has the word that I won't say in it. Well, they all have it in it. So
no, I don't think this one does.
What? Okay. If it does, what am I substituting for it again?
You could go with Playa. Or you could go with Mark.
Mark.
I like when you do Mark.
Okay.
But I don't think it's in there because I did a Control F. Oh yeah, I found one right in the middle.
I see it too.
That's my bad.
Okay, that's all right because I want to see it. I want to see it coming down the pike, so I don't absolutely have to stumble over it and have to edit it out.
All right. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is 21 Savage Bank Account by Tony Schiavone.
I buy a new car for the bitch for real. I tear down the mall with the bitch for real. You can't even talk to the bitch. No, she's fucking with the bosses and shit. Oh God, I pull up in Roz and shit with choppers and Harleys and shit for real. I be Gucci down, you wearing Lacoste and shit. Yeah, Montclair, yeah, fur came off for that, yeah. Triple homicide, put me in a chair, yeah. Triple cross the plug, we do not fair, yeah. Got 'em tennis chains on the real blingy. Draco make you do the chicken head like Chingy. Walk in, Neiman Marcus a spin, a light fitty. Please proceed with caution, shooters, they might be with me. Bad bitch, cute face, and some nice titties. 7,500 on a St. Laurent jacket. Bitch, be careful where you're dumping your ashes. I ain't no sucker. I ain't cut no action. The streets raised me, and I'm a hoe bastard. Wild, 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 wild. I bought a Rary just so I can go faster. Mark's trying to cop me, so they're playing catch up. I might pull up in a Ghost, no Casper. I've been smoking gas and I got no asthma. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. Yeah. Oh God. 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 In my bank account, yeah. Oh God, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shooters ready to gun you down. Yeah, fast, ready to gun you down. Yeah. Oh God, ready to gun you down, bitch. Oh God, ready to gun you down, motherfucker. Oh God, ready to gun you down. Oh God, ready to gun you down. Yeah. Oh God, yeah, dog, huh? Yeah, nah, real dog. 21, straight up out of the 6. Now get a house in the hills, dog. Wanna see a body mark? Get you killing dog wet. Wanna see me tweet about me? Mark, get you killing dog. Kill dog, I'm a real dog, you little dog. Be a dog, want a dog, chasing Mills, dog. Dunk right in your bitch like O'Neal, dog. Yes, I shot Reggie Mill, dog. Chopper sting you like a eel, dog. Fast. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. Yeah. Oh God. God in my bank account. Yeah. Oh God. In my bank account. Yeah. Oh God. In my bank account. Yeah. Oh God. In my bank account. Yeah. Oh God, in my bank account, yeah. Oh God, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shooters ready to gun you down, yeah. Fast, ready to gun you down, yeah. Oh God, ready to gun you down, yeah. Oh God, ready to gun you down, yeah. Oh, I forgot the beat there. Ready to gun you down, yeah. Oh God, ready to gun you down, yeah. Oh God, ruler clip, send a ruler hit, pull up your bitch, says that I got a ruler dick. Spray you, I knew dick would be there somewhere. Spray you block down. We're not really with that raw rat shit. Glock's cocked now, I really don't give a fuck about who I hit. Yeah, your bitch sees you getting jiggy with me. Keep that ciggy with me. Bitch, I'm Mad Max, you know I got a Ziggy with me. Give a Mad Max in the case they want me busy with me. Rare Matty Black and I got a Bentley with me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. Yeah, oh God, in my bank account, yeah. 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 Oh God, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 8 shooters ready to gun you down. Yeah, fast. I got ready to gun you down, yeah. Oh God, 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 7,500 on a St. Laurent jacket. Yeah, bitch, be careful where you dumping your asses, bitch. Ain't no sucker, ain't got cut no action. The streets raised me, and I'm a hoe bastard.
It's your best work.
That's pretty musical that time, wasn't it?
Dude, you're really trying on these. I appreciate it.
Well, you know, trying it's all, and all of a sudden I look up, and son of a bitch, Doom's back in there, man. This is a great event.
Butch Reed's over in Florida.
3 matches and Doom's back fucking in there.
By the way, I do have to correct your pronunciation on one word in there.
Well, who's that? What's that?
You can't figure out the word Rari.
Rari?
You kept saying Rari. He's saying Rari like Ferrari.
Oh, he's saying Rari like
Rari like Ferrari.
Okay, Rari. Oh God.
Where you at on Ferrari? You a Ferrari fan?
Not really, no.
More of a Lamborghini guy?
Nope.
More of that new school McLaren?
No, nope.
Well, why are you anti-Ferrari? I thought for sure you'd be on that old whatchamacallit, that old Magnum PI.
No. Is this kind of because is Ferrari an Italian car?
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay, so you'd kind of be in races at my Italian heritage now?
No, I love Ferrari.
Yeah, that old wop would like a Ferrari.
Well, no, listen, whenever I vacation and I use the Turo app, if there's I can't fit in a regular Ferrari, but if there's a convertible Ferrari, I'll do it. You can't be my height and drive a Ferrari though.
Yeah, I imagine so. How fast are you gotten a Ferrari up to?
I got a Lamborghini 181 in the Everglades of Florida once.
Wow.
It was a Lamborghini Gallardo or a Gallardo, but it was a spider version, which means it's a ragtop convertible. And, yeah, I got in the center between 2 lanes. It was probably 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to see what I could do. And 181 is when I was like, I can't do anymore. I got to back it down.
Yeah. We'd be doing this podcast from jail.
I've had my BMW 160 before, which is what it like it'll cut off. Like you can't, it's regulated.
Well, there you go. Meanwhile, some great action in the ring. How many points did, I was singing, I didn't look up. How many points did Luger win or Sting win for their match?
I'm so glad you asked.
Or does it matter?
The second match saw Sting get pinned by Luger when both were near the rope. So 15 points for Luger. So 15 for the Steiners, 15 for Luger. And believe it or not, we're going to get a decent match here. By the way, Sting and Luger got a B- according to the Torch. This match gets a C+, and we're going to see 20 points on the board for the Road Warriors.
Okay, good. I like that point system. When are we going to see the Great Muta?
He's coming up. He's going to be here.
Yeah, he's going to face Flair, right? Coming up.
When you look at, I know we've talked about it a lot before, but when you look at Road Warrior Hawk here, does he not look like the picture perfect? Like if you were to just say, hey, draw me a pro wrestler, they'd probably look something like Hawk, right?
Yeah. Amazing. You're right. He had all the development.
When I think of Hawk, I think about how, short his career was cut short you know, I know he had some other stuff going on, but then he lost his life so early. Like, he should be with us now. He was not an old dude. Do you think?
No, he was not an old dude.
He's like my dad's age. He's born in 57.
Right. You're right. Of course, I don't want to, assume anything and say anything about Mike Hagstrand because he was my friend, but wrestlers back then certainly did some things that I guess they knew down the road would shorten their lives. Possibly. If nothing else, taking fucking great, incredible bumps, Well,
taking care of yourself is important. Like, are you averaging 8 hours of sleep a night? Are you eating a quality plant-based diet? Are you exercising 4 more times a week?
Actually, I've only been exercising once a week. When I was doing DDP yoga, I exercised every day. And then I got lazy. I don't know if you call it lazy. You'd call it lazy. I got busy. And then I started doing some things. AEW came about, and the podcast, and going out and doing live shows with you, and getting to know JR, and drinking mules, which I don't do that much of. I don't drink like you do, but so I've been, I haven't been working out that much as of late, but I'm still holding my weight down. Want everybody to know, still holding my weight down. I'm not the fat ass piece of shit I used to be. Well, I may be a piece of shit. I'm not the fat ass I used to be. And things are looking much better. Things are much better weight wise. And that's why I'm really happy. And well, that's not the only reason I'm really happy. I know I'm going on here, and I wish you'd say something, but I tell you, DDP yoga's meant a lot to me. It's meant a lot to me. No, it's meant a lot to me, and I've certainly been enjoying the lifestyle that I've had thanks to Diamond Dallas Page and his workouts. Bro. The Great Muta, finally, and Gary Hart. Boy, Muta looked good too, didn't he? I mean, he didn't look like, obviously, Luger or even how Sting looked when we talked about, and Hawk, but man, he looked good. Looked mysterious. I talked JR about this era, and he told me he thought that that Muta should have been the champion back then. And Flair should have chased him.
Really?
Yeah. He thought that would have been, oh, look at Ole Anderson come in. How about that? Ole Anderson out of nowhere. Who was booking back then? Is it say anywhere on the sheets who was booking? Oh, Jesus. Hey, everybody, it's Norman. Norman.
What do you think of Norman?
He's a lunatic. That's what I think. Flair looks good here too, man. Everybody looking good. They had to be in good shape for this shit show.
His tenure, he being Jim Herd, starts January 3rd, 1989. So this is all the Herd era.
Yeah. And this may have been this. I don't know if George Scott was still the booker by this time or not.
No, he's not.
Right. I'm sure I've told you the George Scott story here, though, haven't I? And if I have, indulge me. I'm going to tell you again.
How about the handspring elbow, man? That was a big hot move in 1989.
Yes, it was. Everything he did was so crisp, so good, looked so real. So George Scott was brought in on the recommendation of Jim Barnett. So they brought George Scott in, and this was right when I was getting ready to leave. And as a matter of fact, I hadn't even talked to Vince as of yet. And we had the TBS studios on Techwood Drive, and we had this big meeting, and I never will forget. It was me and JR and whoever the director was. I think Tommy Edwards at that time. We're talking about the TBS shoot, and Hurd and Barnett and a couple of others. And George sat down at the head of the table, and he sat down and he picked up his format and he looked at it. And there was a long silence. Long silence. And he looked at it, and Hurd looked at Barnett, and Barnett looked at JR, and JR looked at me, and I looked at Hurd. And Hurd said, long, awkward silence. George? And, Flair got the win. How about that?
Dude,
and
by the way, this 3-minute match, that's Muta's first loss.
Wow. How about that?
Can you imagine?
I would. Yeah. Well, they always said that if you lose quickly, people forget about it. That was one of the old adages in the sport. So Hurd said, George, you going to start the meeting? Is that Buzz Sawyer in there too? What the fuck was Buzz Sawyer doing out there?
Yeah. And the Dragon Master.
Oh, and the Dragon Master. So George says, oh, am I supposed to run the meeting? I thought the director was going to run it. And after another uncomfortable silence, he went, okay. And he just absolutely read what was on the paper. And the meeting was over. And we fucking knew right then the shit is going to get worse. And Hurd was so pissed, was absolutely so pissed that he and talked to Barnett about it, and it didn't last long. So just a little insight and how that shit was. Why they brought him in, I don't know.
Hey, the Steiner brothers are back.
I can't wait.
I saw them.
Coming back, wrestling again.
This time they're wrestling. You want to guess who?
Let's see. Well, there are 4 tag teams in there.
The Road Warriors again, right away.
Okay. Jesus. Okay.
Not the best idea we've ever had.
No, as a matter of fact, terrible idea. Terrible idea. But then again, I wasn't booking, so what the fuck do I know, right?
Wade would write about this show. I have mixed feelings about the show. I enjoyed most of it more on the second viewing than the first. I was able to do something else during the boring parts and really appreciate the many high points. Having interviews in between matches, getting participants' reactions to their point situation would have added a lot to the show. I don't want to sound like a Jim Ross basher because I still think he's the absolute best in the business. However, no announcer should anchor every major show, clashes and pay-per-views, and expect viewers not to get sick of their cliches and analysis. I would like to see Chris Cruz and Lance Russell call the next clash or pay-per-view. Different announcers will bring an air of specialness to the show and add credibility to the syndicated announcers.
Wow.
Your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts is I think Jim Ross should have done every one of their shows because he's their best announcer. But I do understand. I mean, that happened to me in WCW. Wow. I was on everything. I did the pay-per-views. Then I was doing Nitros and Thunders.
Greatest night in the history of our great sport.
Yep. Over and over again. Everybody's going to hate me. I get it. How about a WCW logo on your fucking apron? What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Jim Crockett Promotions at least had the Wrestling Network logo on before they were going out of business. You know what it looks like? It looks like there was no effort put in the show at all, with the exception of the
entrance set.
The entrance set. Let's just go to the Omni. It's there. Let's just put down a ring. It's there.
By the way, your boy Arn Anderson came back to WCW just like a week before this. He debuted to join Ric Flair in a brawl with the Great Muta, Dragon Master, and Buzz Sawyer. So that's a big deal for him to come back. Were you were in the WWF when he left? Were you shocked when he left?
No. I know, no, because I just didn't think they were a fit for the WWF. So we've not seen the Samoan SWAT team yet, nor have we seen the Big Kahuna yet. But I'm sorry. Well, I guess we're going to see him.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just
high five the microphone. Like
I high five the microphone is what I did.
Okay. Hey, I found a new song over the weekend. Great close personal friend of the show, Mr. Dave Silva, made a hilarious video for our group chat.
Yeah.
And in it was a song that I can't wait to hear you sing one day.
Okay.
It's not a rap song. We have to deviate.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to play a little bit here for you.
Uh-huh.
Can I play a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted your permission. You know, sometimes
sure, no,
you're
sure.
cantankerous. What do you think?
Well, that's a rap song.
Well, it's not really a rap song.
Yeah, it's really a rap song.
Nah.
Yeah, if it's got lyrics, if it's got blatant lyrics about genitalia, it's a fucking rap song.
Well, she's a pop star from Sweden.
Oh. Yeah, they rap in Sweden too, I guess. I don't know.
So it's for 2016. Smoke weed, eat pussy. You don't want to do that song?
No, because I don't think I do either one, really.
Okay. And what about, eat weed, look at pussy? we'll do the Tony Schiavone remix. Eat weed, look at pussy every day.
Take edibles. Dream about pussy every day.
Why are you still dreaming about it?
Well, it's my age. You'll be there one day.
God damn it. I'm tired.
You think you're tired? I'm pretty damn tired of seeing the Road Warriors and the Steiners. Jesus. Oh. Although, I mean, two of the legendary tag teams. Here comes Fat Ass. I'm sorry, Joe Laurinaitis. I'm sorry, Road Warrior Animal. There's the bear hug. You love the bear hug. You love a bear hug. I know that. Absolutely. Hey, when you were talking about the no holds barred Christmas, and you're talking about you got a lot of people coming, bringing up their names, and you're just going to have a great weekend. And I was wondering, well, I got a question I got to ask you, if you don't mind. Don't say anything. Just help me out here, okay? First of all, you know I've got a basketball game in Tempe, Arizona that weekend. If I get there, I'm gonna be getting there late because unlike anybody else in that party, I do work for a living. Not necessarily knocking on anybody, but I do work. So anyway. So here's the deal. And I was wondering, Lois and now I can't promise I'm going to get her there because, as you know, you guys getting her to Baltimore for my birthday party was kind of a unique thing. Hold on. You guys shut up. I got a bunch of Kevin Sullivans in the background barking. I guess Lois and I would not get the master bedroom at the Conradison. That would be a foregone conclusion. And I'll just sit here very quietly for you to give me a yes or no. Meanwhile, Hawk's in the ring. Oh, God.
Are you okay?
Yeah, so this was in December. So this was Was this the first? This is the first. No, the second Starrcade that was moved off of Thanksgiving, right? Starrcade 88 was moved off of Thanksgiving, I think. And up until then, I think all Starrcades have been on Thanksgiving Day. So they moved it off of, because,
Starrcade 88 was in December 26th.
Right. But Starrcade 87 was Thanksgiving Day, I believe, in Chicago.
That's right.
Yeah. So this is our second Starrcade that was moved off of Thanksgiving.
Moved out of the month of November.
Yeah. Out of the month of November.
88 was the day after Christmas. And then 89 and 90, both a couple weeks before Christmas. So they tried the day after Christmas thing, and apparently it took a shit with buys. They would go to December 29th on 91. 92, they're back to that same thing, the 28th. And it would sort of hang around there, a couple days after Christmas from then on.
Let's take a look at the replay. Conrad, you ready?
Let's do. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, because the Steiners end up winning this thing. Here's the Road Warrior top clothesline. And as you can see, he had him pinned, but no, here's the old double pin. 1, 2, Steiner gets the left shoulder up, and apparently Animal had his shoulder down. Because as we know, Animal's a big dumb lug. Let's go back to the redhead, let you know the Steiner brothers just earned 2-0, 20 points. Smile, sweetheart. Thank you very much. And they got 35 points.
Dude, how great is the big board with the scoring and all that? It's awesome. It looks like it looks like an old Running Man style shit. I love it.
You do. Well, here he comes, the Pearl of the Orient, if we can't say that anymore.
Nope.
The Pearl of Asia.
No, you can say Pearl of Orient. You just can't. The only thing Oriental now is a rug.
Right.
So Oriental as a descriptor should be for rugs.
Okay. I don't get that. I'm sorry. I don't get that.
Oh, God damn it. This is the wrong That's JR's podcast.
Okay. Then I will leave that up to my mentor, JR.
Let's let him down that hill. That's me and you. What's the deal? Why don't you like that? I'm going to do a remix for you on that. You're going to love it.
Please.
Eat weed, look at pussy every day.
Dun, dun. Okay. So,
hey, is Lois looking forward to coming over for No Holds Barred Christmas this weekend?
You know, I've got a basketball game in Phoenix.
Well, we're renting a movie theater, and we're gonna watch No Holds Barred, which will be fun. And we're going to Texas Day, Brazil, because the bread looks like a penis head. I mean, it's going to be a great time. We've got IPAs from all over the country coming for those who like that. And of course I'll have my Tito's and Crystal Light. It's going to be a big week, man. Really excited about you coming over. I'm going to cook some steaks on the grill one day. It'll be fun. I'm going to have your favorite barbecue here that one time.
With the smoked wings,
smoked wings and turkey and some ribs. And I'll get everybody over to Rosie's breakfast.
That is really the best barbecue. One of the best barbecues I've ever eaten. Oh, by the way, did you see that tickets went on sale this past Friday for AEW at the Von Braun Civic Center?
No, they're going on sale this coming Friday at the Von Braun Civic Center.
This coming Friday?
Yep.
Yes, you're right. This coming Friday, the 13th.
It was announced 2 days ago.
Yeah,
the Von Braun Civic Center, and they'll be on sale this Friday. Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross will be there. And allegedly we'll have a ticket announcement for you. So if you haven't already, follow us on social media at WHW Monday, because the rumor and innuendo is that me and you and Jim Ross are going to be at Stand Up Live right after the show.
Really?
Yep.
The last time we did one at Zany's, it really kicked my ass. You do know that, don't you?
Yeah. But here you don't have to go somewhere else. You can just come to my house, take a nap.
Yeah.
See, back then you had to get up and fly somewhere the next day and the whole deal. Here, you just cruise up the mountain. 6 minutes, you're in bed at my house.
Okay.
It's a different thing. And by the way, if you'd like to not go, me and JR would be glad to keep your money for ourselves.
I may have you guys do that.
Okay.
We'll see.
I forget you're independently wealthy now.
No, I'm not.
No, we know. Fuck you.
No, and that infuse of money that we got from Zanies helped out a great deal when other monies refused to come in. So it was great. So anyway.
So are you gonna? I mean,
I'm in. Book me. God damn it.
Thank you. We had an offer to do one in Memphis too. I don't feel like now's the time to pitch. Might have to pick the spot on that one.
After we're going to be in South Haven.
I'm excited about it. You know, I go to Stand Up Live. You've been to Stand Up Live with me multiple times.
Yes, I did. We had some participants almost thrown out of there. I mean, some of our low-key big hogs almost thrown out of there one time.
Yeah, for being a little loud. And that was when we brought Tommy Rich in. And
right.
I think I saw Andrew Dice Clay there with you, and maybe one other time.
Yep. Andrew Dice Clay. And who else did we see?
Lewis Black. Did we see Lewis Black there?
No, but you did see Lewis Black. I couldn't make it.
Well,
and
anyway,
you got to meet Lewis Black too.
First time I've either you or I have done a show there, so
yeah,
it'd be kind of fun.
Yep, I'm familiar with the place and I'm excited about it. And we had a great crowd at Zanies, so hey, we may have another great crowd here. Okay, so now Muta has lost to Flair very quickly. Now he's going to go up against Sting. So he's going to try to get some points in this Iron Man competition. What does the Iron Man win? A trophy? A ring? A belt? Notoriety? Money? Did they ever explain that?
Like it's called themselves Iron Man, dude.
That's it. That's it. I would want to wrestle 2 or 3 times in a show just so I can be called Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Yeah, I'd want to do that. Hey, let me ask you, is my voice sounding okay to you?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay. I'm concerned about my voice.
No, it's your new microphone really sucks a dick. But
really?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Okay, I won't use it next time then.
Well, if you'll come over this weekend, as you've promised, and bring me my Nitro set piece, I will give you a brand new fancy dancy microphone. Take back with you.
Okay.
Hundreds of dollar value, as you know.
No, I know those things are expensive.
I got one.
But I've spent a couple $100 on this Blue Yeti thinking it would be very good.
Go get your money back and go straight to the strip club. Go to the one over there by Michael Hayes' house and go.
Michael Hayes lives in the woods.
He does, like the woods.
Yeah. He and his dog Denzel in the woods.
I'm pretty sure his pool is just like it's a snake jacuzzi.
Right. Yeah. It's a pond.
But it is filled to the brim with snakes.
Mm-hmm. Frogs and shit.
Every time I've been to his house, there was a fucking snake in the pool. And I don't mean Jake. I mean shoot snakes. You know what I need to tell him to do?
What would that be?
Get a hold of Butch Reed. You see, Butch Reed was over in Florida, and down there in Florida, he became known as the Snake Whisperer. He's got a special set of skills that Orkin have tried to buy from him 3 or 4 times, but since he's got that Netflix money, he don't fuck with Orkin no more.
Yeah, and he's getting NXT money too.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how much money there is in NXT right now. I think he just did that just for the street cred. So if you're a big like Johnny Gargano fan, thank Butch Reed when you see him.
Well, here's the deal. I would think the guys who are in NXT would, once they move into the big time, would give Butch a part of their payout or their contract.
No, you can't do that anymore. That all stopped with Moolah.
Oh, Lordy.
In radio, there's a thing called payola.
Yes, there is.
Well, in wrestling, there was a thing called moolah. Can't do it anymore.
Can't do it anymore. Hey, this is of all the matches we've seen, this one's not too bad.
Well, Muta's going to do the job again.
Really?
Never lost a match, and now back to back.
What are they thinking?
They just don't care about him. Fuck him.
Apparently so. Look at that, man. And he does such great shit.
Uh-oh.
What? We got What?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was on alert.
Really?
Yep.
Is it from Mike Dawkins?
No, it's from Butch Reed.
Oh God.
He whenever he gets like a good stock tip, he'll send the bat signal, or as we call it, the Butch signal.
The Butch signal.
What? Dude, don't take my word for it. Just look him up right now. Go to Google and just type in Butch Reed.
Okay.
Watch what
there it is.
Are.
Another job by the Great Muta. And we're going to go back to the board. There's Doug Dellinger. We're going to go back to the board. And we're going to check and see how many points Sting going to get. Sting going to get Future Shock. You know why they called it Future Shock? We were all shocked that WCW had a future.
We'd be shocked if there was a future after this show.
That's right. God almighty. Future Shock was one of those Turner Home Entertainment gimmicks. But anyway, not a bad match because Sting really sold quite well. He ended up with that superplex getting the 1, 2, 3.
By the way, here's how over Butch Reed is. If you go to Google and you type in, was Butch Reed over in, and then you go ahead and type in FLORI, it'll fucking give you the DA. You ain't got to tell it nothing else. Just, was Butch Reed over in FLORI? And it just knows, oh, he means Florida. It'll just throw you that DA right away. Cause that's how over Butch Reed is.
But not over as much as Terry Funk or Jim Cornette, perhaps.
You know what these guys have in common now?
Neither one of them are in the wrestling business anymore.
Neither one of them leave the house.
Hmm.
Terry Funk has not made an appearance since Vicky passed away at all.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim Cornette just
doesn't want to leave, right?
Doesn't have to, doesn't want to, and ain't got to, and ain't gonna.
And I do know he built a big fence around his house too.
Everybody who listens to his podcast knows that. By the way, have you listened to his theme song?
Cornette's?
Yeah.
No.
He has 2 shows every week. One's called The Experience and one's called The Drive-Thru. And The Drive-Thru is just Q&As. It comes out on Monday. It's can't miss for me. But the goddamn theme song is tremendous. A fan made it and I'm jealous of it. And I bust, what's that guy who thinks he's our friend and made our song? We don't really like him. What's his name? Matt Coon.
Matt Coon.
So
who's coming to your thing, by the way.
Yeah, unfortunately. So Matt Coon made our theme song and people really like it. And I really like it. But man, this one of Cornette's is great. I'm going to play it for you. I'm not supposed to do this, but I don't give a shit. Here we go.
Who still remembers Pampero Furbo, who booked the screw job in Montreal? Who has a good friend named Weasel Dooley? Everyone knows it's corny. Who managed Bobby Eaton and Condrey? Who managed Stan Lane and Dr. Tom? Who's sick and tired of Kenny Olivier? Everyone knows it's corny. Who took a shoot, fall off of the scaffolding? Who bled a gusher in a white suit? Who said Ronnie Garvin went up like the Challenger? Everyone knows it's corny. It's Jim Cornette's Drive-Thru. He'll answer questions from you. And he won the pony too. Thank you, fuck you, bye. Thank you, fuck you, bye. Thank you, fuck you, bye. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
Dude, how great is that?
That is, I agree. That's
Catchy.
fucking awesome.
That's so good. Fuck you, Matt Coon. Get on your job. We want a remix. God damn it. Let's get a Patreon exclusive or something. But I walk around finding myself going, it's like, what? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And I really love Thank You, Fuck You, Bye.
I do too.
Which, by the way, is a cornetism, but someone who listens to the show wrote in and asked, why does the guy saying thank you for Cuba? And I thought, man, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then you listen back and you're like, son of a bitch, it does sound like he's saying thank you for Cuba. Thank you for Cuba. It's tremendous.
Very well done. Did you know the fan's name? We can give him credit here.
You know what? I should know because they shout him out. We'll give him proper credit in the show notes or something. But phenomenal job. Really, really funny stuff. And you don't even have to be like a big Jim Cornette podcast fan to enjoy the song. Cause I've let some guys who are like, I don't really like his podcast. I'm like, no, just listen to the song. The song's great. Mad Coon, fucking guy owns a music school, teaches kids to lip sync. We're getting shown up by this guy. The fuck.
Yeah. You know what? I've got to disagree with you there. I like that. I like what we just heard, but Matt Coon did a great job with our.
Oh, I know he did. I'm just busting balls trying to get us a second song.
Yeah, Matt, how about a second song?
God damn it.
You're into music now. You kind of, you came out on social media and say, I'm leaving the pro wrestling podcast world.
Boo fucking who? No one cares. Yeah. Make a goddamn song.
That's right. Another one. Second one.
Yeah.
Make a Christmas song.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Oh, by the way, I don't know that Jay-Z's coming to No Holds Barred Christmas.
Well, we don't need him. We just need Chelsea.
Well, but that's the thing. I think they're a package deal. I've never seen Jay-Z without Chelsea or Chelsea without Jay-Z.
We got to work on that.
I think, are you trying to divide and conquer a friend?
Oh no, he's a friend.
I was going to say there's another way to go about that.
I just love Chelsea's company.
I like Jay-Z's company better. Chelsea's fine, but I'm a Jay-Z guy.
Really?
Jay-Z introduced me to vodka water with Crystal Light.
Oh, he did?
Oh yeah. I made fun of it so hard. Cause as you know, Crown Reserve Jones for years and years and years, decades, in fact. Right. And then when he broke that out, I was like, oh, what? Wait a minute.
Well, I like to say Jay-Z and Matt Coon almost introduced me to a coffin years ago. So,
but I had your back.
Yeah, I know. No, I love Jay-Z. I mean, how can you not love a guy who dressed up as the Bojangles champion to go to a wrestling event at Madison Square Garden? That to me is some balls.
But he did admit that we had heat. He texted me Tuesday morning last week and said, by the way, I have no detest for you at all, which is code for, as you know, in wrestling, when somebody's like, oh, there's no heat, brother.
Yeah. Means there's heat.
There's super heat. What do you think it is? You think it's just like, like handsome heat?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Like he's mad because he knows I'm more handsome or whatever.
Yeah. And you have much more hair.
It's gotta be, there's hair heat.
Yeah. Right. But remember, I mean, he's a SWAT team member, so let's stay on his good side.
Well, I'm not selling dope over here.
Yeah, but he's got a gun.
I got guns. By the way, these extensions are flying out faster than the Sasha Banks Charlotte match. Jesus Christ.
I like the Samoan SWAT team, man.
That makes one of us. I hated them.
You did. I listen, I've always been, and this is the truth. I've always been a big fan of any of the Samoans. I think they've all done very, very well in wrestling. Barbarian, of course, my buddy is Ming, or King Haku has some great stories. And
are you begging off because you don't want them to eat your face? Is that what's happening right now?
Rikishi. I know. I like those guys.
You're begging off.
I do. What do you mean?
You just don't want them to eat your face.
No, I thought they were all great performers. They could all do a lot of stuff. The guy who's in the MLW right now,
Jacob Fatu.
Yeah. They're all great.
By the way, what's going on with MLW lately?
I haven't watched it. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, your boy ACH just melted down. I mean, they announced they signed him and then he quit, and then they just signed Krista Joseph, and then he just went to the WWF, and Teddy Hart's gone. I guess he
who is ACH?
He wrestled in Ring of Honor as ACH, and then he wrestled as,
Oh, okay.
I forget his NXT name, but he went to NXT.
Okay.
And, he very publicly got into, a situation where he wound up quitting or was fired or released, whatever, who cares, with WWE. And they announced that he was coming to MLW, which I thought, hey, this will be cool. And then almost immediately after, he's like, no, fuck it. Fuck wrestling. I'm done.
Wow.
It's just, man, there's a lot of moving parts right there. And I love the, MLW product. You know, I wish they still use Doug Markham, great close personal friend of the show, but big fan of Jimmy Havoc and Mance Warner. And of course, MJF's been there, and Davey Boy Smith and Ron Pillman Jr. Lots of fun talent there.
I can't answer what's going on with them. I wish I could.
Hey, do you keep up with the AEW ratings at all?
Yeah, I do. I get I'm on the business email to where they just kind of, go minute by minute into the numbers.
I just assumed that, you would not care, since we know that you didn't care a thing about WCW.
No, I care a lot about the AEW numbers.
Okay. Well, I don't want to talk about them. I was just asking.
Yeah, no, I do. And it's because I care more about the product than I did the WCW product.
I'm really glad that, the presentation for the Wild Samoans has changed a little bit. Like,
Right.
I can appreciate the gimmick, but it does feel very 80s.
Yeah, right.
And like, if the Usos were around in 87, they would make them look like this.
Right.
I like the Uso presentation as it is.
Oh, I do too. What I like about the Uso presentation is they just come across as cool motherfuckers, buddy.
Well, it's them. This the real deal. Whereas this is, you know, for better or worse, a stereotype.
Yeah. This is kind of like we're pulling them right off the island.
Yeah.
No shoes type thing.
Yeah. We can do better.
Sure we can. Society has evolved since that time, even though sometimes fans have not.
Yeah, society's much different. So anyway, next week here on the show, Smoke Weed Eat Pussy.
Wow, what a transition that fucking was.
I'm just saying, it's like, you know, maybe the rest of the world has, but me and you are still just two buddies in our basement watching wrestling, shitting on everything. I think that's why people like our show so much, because they know there's, like, you don't jockey for shit on here. You're just shitting on everybody.
Right.
It's just, you know, it's real. It's fun.
Yeah. And I can shit on a lot more people now that I got a job.
Well, you're shitting on everybody when you didn't have a job. Because you were like, I don't want to work in wrestling. And then you saw how many zeros and you're like, God damn, I love AEW. Send me those ratings with a minute by minute breakdown. Let me know what I can do. How can I help? God damn, I'm just so excited to be here.
I am, man. I'm telling you, ask anybody that backstage area, buddy. I'm sitting in the back. We've got an announcer room, right?
I've been there. I know.
I don't stay in the announcer room.
No, I found that out the hard way. Cause I was like, well, he'll be here eventually.
I'm in the social media room with our buddy, Jeff Jones, working on shows.
Well, Jeff Jones ain't doing shit.
You know what? I used to think he was a cocksucker.
Now you know it.
That's right.
Yeah, Jeff Jones ain't doing shit. But here's what he's doing. He's telling you everything he's doing.
Yeah. Oh, I know he is. Jeff Jones does not shut the fuck up.
No.
Which is fine, because I respect his feelings on the business. I really do.
Well,
his opinions on the business. But he just doesn't shut the fuck up.
He's in the right spot, you know.
Right.
For a guy who don't shut the fuck up, he's in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
But Jeff Jones, not only will he do something, he's going to let you know he did it.
That's right.
I feel like if you were married to Jeff Jones, he'd be like, hey, I took the trash out. And then when people would come over later, be like, hey, did she tell you I took the trash out? Because I did. Here's a picture of me taking the trash out. Here's a...
We videotaped me taking the trash out last week.
And so then when somebody goes to like, hey, where's the trash? Well, it's not where I took it out. It's all empty and ready for you now. It's by your left knee right there. You have to lift up. Lord knows I did this morning when I took the trash out.
You got that fucker pegged.
I love him to death. He's one of my very best friends. When you, you know, on your iPhone, when you have like, you know, your favorites or whatever, like you click the star on the phone function.
Yeah.
It goes like this. It goes my wife, my daughter, my mom, Jeff Jones. And then Dave Silva, Bruce Pritchard, Eric Bischoff, Arn Anderson, Jim Ross, Scott Hyatt, Lois Schiavone. Am I missing anything?
Apparently not.
No, I'm kidding. You're on there too. I just skipped you.
Okay. All right.
But no, Jeff is like, probably one of my top 5 people that I talk to every week. Which is why he can take it when we bust his balls here on the show.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
Here's the big gold belt. Look at as only it can look. He's had it with the big presentation and the big robe shit back and forth. Nah, just let me go down there.
Here's the fucking deal. You got to have issues. You got to have storylines.
Stakes.
This has neither.
Right.
So this one, I know you're reading what Wade Keller had to say. I don't know what Meltzer had to say about it, but fuck this thing.
The Wild Samoans that you just saw, they got 20 points. And the Wild Samoans, we should mention, are replacing the Skyscrapers here. Next up is Ric Flair and Lex Luger. And unbelievably, can't believe this is real. This is going to go to a 15-minute draw.
Oh my God. 15-minute.
Why would you grind the show to a halt right here with this placement?
Because it's Ric Flair and it's Lex Luger. What would be, How
about Luger earlier wearing the yellow trunks? Now he's wearing blue trunks. This is the Luger I remember.
Purple trunks is Luger you remember?
I'm colorblind. That's blue to me.
Okay. Yeah. Luger, to me, Luger and blue trunks was better.
This is purple?
Yeah. You know who this girl is?
There's a girl?
See the girl right there?
Yeah. Who is that?
She was Barry Windham's girlfriend at one time.
Oh.
And also a stripper at the Gold Club.
Oh. What was her dancer name?
I don't remember.
Well, where'd you have your best strip club experience? Do you remember the town?
My best strip club experience?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember the town.
No, I'm not asking for you to like tell me all the times you cheated on your wife. I just
look. Listen, I may have gone to 2 strip clubs. 2. I don't like them. They do nothing for me.
Wait, help me understand.
I don't like strip clubs. What?
I don't understand.
Because the only thing you go into strip clubs and you see girls' boobs and ass, and they just try to peel money away from you. That's all. It's a gimmick. It's like a slot machine that doesn't pay out.
Whoa. I would not have used that analogy, but alrighty.
Just keep feeding it money. You get nothing in return.
You get conversation. I mean,
my God.
When you go to the makeup chair,
that's real conversation.
Well, why can't you have real conversation with Diamond?
Okay. Gotcha. Now we're going back to that shit again.
No, I was just making up a dancer name.
Okay, good.
That's all I got. Just now coming to the stage, that deal. That's all I got. I wasn't talking about the time in Las Vegas. That was on you. I mean, I would have never said anything like that. Come on, what are you talking about? Why are you getting so tight-lipped? You never been to a strip club and had a good time ever?
No. Every time I've been to a strip club, the first thing in my mind was, I got to get the fuck out of here. What the fuck am I doing here?
You haven't gone correctly. I need to take you one day.
Haven't gone correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Next time you're in Boston, you have to go to a place called Centerfolds.
Okay. Let me guess. There are naked women in there.
I don't know what's in there today. Hadn't been in a long time, but when I was there before,
there were naked women.
Woo.
Wow.
Did you say wow?
Yeah. Wow.
And yet here you are. When Francine comes out with a low cut top, you have a goddamn aneurysm.
Right. Exactly. It didn't cost me a thing.
Well, it don't cost you nothing to go look at the strip club.
You got to pay an entry. You got to walk in. There's a cover charge.
Not if you go with me.
And the girls come. Well, okay. And the girls come over to you and what, you want to dance? No, I don't. I don't want to have to peel off a bunch of 5s or 10s for you to dance. I don't, no. I don't get strip clubs. I don't understand them. I don't. They've done nothing for me. But this match is doing a lot for me because Flair's pissed off. Luger just whispered in his ear he was going to have to make a town that Wendy didn't approve of. And Flair's really pissed off now. Look at him. You see it in his eyes. I think these were the pink trunks that Rick shit in.
These are I don't know if it's these specific trunks, but he does have a famous story about how he had some questionable food, wasn't feeling the best in the world, was supposed to wrestle Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It was here in 1989, I believe. Yep. And he took a big slam, and it was so powerful that Rick shit his pants.
Yes, he did.
Shit these trunks, these pink trunks. So the pink turned to brown. Tommy Young thought it was time to go home. And Flair would have nothing of it. He said, you know, we're going to give the people their money's worth. We're supposed to go an hour. We're going an hour. So he wrestled like another 40 minutes with shit in his pants. And it was leaking through the tights and staining up the mat. And Ricky and Rick had a little shit fit.
Yeah, and Tommy tells the story, and he told us the story during our first Starrcast that the entire front row area was being gassed.
Yeah, people were leaving.
Yeah, they were gagging.
Because the shit smells. The doo-doo smells.
Amazing story.
The old doo-doo smells. Can you believe that we're just now like halfway through this show?
We are a little bit more than halfway through the show.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, how is this still going?
I know. Well, and guess what? I guess we've seen Flair twice, now Luger twice. And who else are we going to see? We've seen the God Almighty. There's nobody new. There's like 4 singles and 4 tag teams, and that's fucking it in the 3-hour show. You know one thing about this show, though?
What?
When the show was over, they all go backstage, production, announce crew, people in the front office, wrestlers. Oh, you're giving everybody a high five. Great show. Great show. Oh, it's a phenomenal show. Man, we knocked it out of the park on that. Great fucking show. That's what happened, because that is what always happens. It's hard. Look, and I say this honestly, it's difficult when you're not a performer like me. Let me give you a perfect example. You know, we have a dark match at AEW, and then we have Dynamite, and then we have 2 dark matches. And I'll stay around for the dark matches afterwards. Normally, sometimes don't, but mostly I do. And I'll be back at the go position, watching the dark matches. And even if the dark matches are not that good, when those performers come through the curtain and come down the steps, I always say great job, because I know they've worked their ass off. And they may not have given us the greatest match, but they all have done a great job, because I know they're all busting their ass, and they really are. So you got to give them their credit for that. So I've always been the type that, as an announcer, always compliment the boys and the women now on their effort. And they say, is there something you think I should have done? I always say, yeah, here's some of the things that I think could have made it better. But I'll never go through and not, give them a handshake or now a fist bump or something. I think it's very important. I think morale is very important in our business. And right now in AEW, we got good morale. Back then, in WCW, the morale was a fucking shit. You didn't need to say anything to anybody. So, and that's all I got to say about that. Meanwhile, who's next after Flair and Luger? Oh, it's the Samoans and the Steiners, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Muta and Luger.
Oh,
and then
Muta and
Road
Luger.
Warriors and SWAT team.
Then I bet you we're going to see Sting and Flair.
Yeah, you got it. You got the whole thing.
Oh, wow. How about that? Boy, they just took Starrcade in this show. The Starrcade that was devised, made, born by the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, and they just put the shitter in this 3-hour special. Put it right in the fucking shitter.
Why are you so fired up about it?
Because Starrcade was I was there. I was there during the birth. It's like you're in 1983, you were in the delivery room and you got the mask on and you got the doctors all around you and the baby comes out and you go, man, that's great. We got something here. We got, and now the baby here is 6 years old and you're thinking, fuck him. Let's put him up for adoption. That's kind of what you're thinking.
Fuck him. Why are you being like that?
I'm not. I'm just giving you my opinion. Oh, there's a scoreboard. That makes things different. Flair, Luger, and the Atlanta Hawks had 30.
How about Muta 0?
It's kind of racist if you ask me.
Oh,
if that guy from Asia, don't give him a point.
From Asia. Listen to you.
You should give Muta at least 3 points for making the flight from Japan. I would.
Your great close personal friend Sonny Ono is going to Japan this week.
Well, what does that have to do with any fucking thing? What's he going to Japan for?
Well, fuck it. I'm not going to tell you.
No, don't say fuck it. Tell me if you're going to lead in with a story. Tell me what it's about.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Okay, is he going to bring the Great Muta back with him?
No, he's not going to do anything. He's just going over there, turn around, come right back.
That one inside cradle 1, 2. That wouldn't surprise me.
I'm not talking anymore.
No, come on. See, you get that way. You give me shit for 2.5 hours or an hour and a half, and I say one thing to give you shit, and you ain't talking anymore.
But I always do. I'm just busting balls. That's what I do on the show. It's a gimmick.
That's a gimmick.
It's like,
so tell me about Sonny O. What's up with him?
No, it doesn't fucking matter. It didn't have anything to do with Great Muta.
It fucking matters. Here's why it matters, because so it's got to have some sort of bearing, some sort of meaning.
He's doing some Japanese TV. And, they just came to Eric Bischoff to film, and they came to Sonny Ono to film, and it's a big deal. And it's going to be a big deal in Japan. And I said, oh, this is awesome, man. Do you need Tony Schiavone's number? And he's just laughed and hung up.
You know why?
Tony Schiavone doesn't know shit about Japanese wrestling.
No, because they can't fucking afford me now.
Oh, yeah. You're turning down gigs right down the hill from my house now. Back in the day, you would have jumped at the chance to come to No Holds Barred Christmas party. Not anymore.
Did I tell you I had a basketball game in Tempe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I tell you that it's your worst paying job of the 3?
Did I tell you I know that?
Did I tell you you're actually losing money going out there?
I know that too.
Did I tell you that you come out cheaper just bribing somebody else to go take your place?
Yeah,
serious business. Who would even fucking miss you?
Nah. The announcers would, because we wouldn't get on the air. It wouldn't be as good a broadcast without me.
No, I'm with you on that. But literally, how many people listen to Georgia stupid ass basketball on the fucking radio in 2019?
Yeah.
How many?
I don't have a number, but
it's got to be dozens.
It probably is. Probably as many that listened to Jay-Z's podcast at one time.
He didn't even have a podcast because he wised up and you didn't. You kept doing shit no one's listening to.
He wised up and you did.
That's one of my better lines.
Speaking of that silly ass laugh, how's our mashed potato redneck friend doing? All right,
dude, he's great. We went to Nashville this past weekend for Game Changer Wrestling.
Game Changer Wrestling.
GCW.
Okay, so how are they doing?
Oh, they're great, man. They're the fastest growing indie promotion around.
Good. I like hearing indie promotions are doing well.
They had a show at the Basement East, which is an interesting place to watch a show. It's right off of downtown. And it's sold out, of course. All their shows sell out immediately.
Well, when you run basements, I guess they would.
And that's the name of the building.
Oh, okay.
But by the way, never mind. I had a real shitty thing and I thought better of it, and I just recoiled it and pulled it back and tucked it in.
It must have been shitty if you recoiled it.
Dude, it was bad. It was like a real great dig on somebody you and I don't like. But I was like, man, we're going to get a fucking letter on that one. I'm just going to tuck that one in.
Okay.
Keep that one to myself.
Okay. You got it.
Anyway. Yeah. GCW, which is the place that put, Joey Janela on the map, and they got Nick Gage and great close personal friend of the show, Mance Warner, Orange Cassidy, cool shit.
Yeah. I told Orange Cassidy the other day, I said, I look at you and I see me. He said, what do you mean? I said, a person that just went through life not giving a fuck. And he said, yeah, I see that. But I do now.
No, he didn't say any of that to you. I have it on good authority. Mm-hmm. You said, I see you and I see me, or whatever. And he just gave you the thumbs up. Isn't that what actually happened?
Yeah, usually it is.
Yeah. He just gave you the thumbs up.
Or he took his sunglasses and pulled them down on the bridge of his nose and looked at me and pulled them back up. He does that a lot too. Quite a gimmick. Orange Cassidy is quite a gimmick.
I don't
know. Is this match over yet? What the fuck are we doing?
When I see him in real life, he does the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, how's it going? It just gives me a little half-ass thumbs up. And that's it.
That's it. As a matter of fact, I'm not so sure Orange Cassidy's even booked. I think he just kind of shows up. Yeah. Hey, it's time for the wrestling hotline. 1-900-909-9900. Call now. Unless you're asleep from watching the shit.
Have you bought a Rolex yet?
I'm not buying a Rolex, Conrad.
No, we've talked about this. You said you were this year.
No, I did not. You said you were going to make me buy one, and I said, I'm not buying one.
I'm making you one.
Because, and I have it in my hand right now.
Your painter?
No. I have in my thumb and my index finger right now.
Definitely your painter.
That's right. I have in my hand right now my Apple Watch, which I absolutely love.
I fucking hate you for that.
And it alerts me when to stand up because I've been sitting down too long. It alerts me when to breathe, take a moment to breathe.
Oh, you didn't know any of this beforehand? You fucking asshole.
It shows me how many steps I've made during the day.
Yeah,
how many calories I burned.
How did you make it this many years without that fucking?
I don't know. I don't know how I did. But I can tell you, only thing the Rolex would do would give me the time and date. That would be it. This gives me so much more. And when I put Apple Maps in my phone and put it on my dashboard of my car, and I have to turn right or left, my Apple Watch will vibrate. Let me know a turn is coming up. How can you beat that?
Well, here's how you can. Get a watch that's not a fucking calculator watch that nerds would wear. That's so lame, dude. Remember when James Bond sat down at a poker table and he's going to play cards and he's going to pull some strange. Mm-hmm. And she complimented his Apple Watch.
No,
because it didn't happen. Okay. You remember Tony Soprano riding around whacking motherfuckers left and right? He would look down and get an alert from Christopher that it was time to go whack a dude on his Apple Watch.
Don't remember that
because it didn't happen. Do you remember in the scene in The Godfather where they came to thank him on the day of his daughter's wedding? He had the big impassioned speech, and with the flick of the wrist, he got an alert that he needed to stand up because he'd been seated too long from his Apple Watch?
No,
because it didn't happen. If you're going to have a good time, you got to have a good watch, and you're walking around with when people look at pictures of your watch 20, 30 years from now, when the worms are fucking your skull in the ground, they're going to say, does dad have a VCR on his wrist? What is that? But when you own a classic timepiece,
is this a commercial for Rolex?
No.
Are they a sponsor of our show?
No, you could get an AP. You could get a Breitling. I won't let you get a Breitling, but you could get an AP. You could get a Patek.
The AP used to be a grocery store.
Well, okay, it's Audemars Piguet, and it's my favorite brand right now. But Rolex is the first one you should get because it's mostly associated with your wrestling business.
Okay, well, good. From the island of Samoa.
Oh, you could just be with Cody Rhodes and get an Omega.
Hey, so I think I can definitely say, here we are, episode 152, season 3 of our program. I think I can definitely say this is the worst show we've ever watched.
Oh no. Way
yeah.
worse. No, there was that one show and it was like it was the Battle Bowl tag thing where we called Arn Anderson.
Oh yeah. Right.
Jesus. That was the worst one.
That was bad. This is close.
And your Steve Austin show where you gave up.
I don't remember that.
You could literally hear you giving up in the show.
Okay. You bring that up to me a lot and I don't remember that.
You probably blocked it out. I wish I could. It was a painful memory.
Yeah. When are we going to tape next week? Cause you know, I'm going to be in,
hey motherfucker, I'm waiting on you. What are you doing Wednesday?
Well, I got something.
What about Tuesday?
Tuesday night's fine.
Great. Tuesday night it is.
Tuesday night it is. I'll be at the Curtis Colwell Center, and I'll be working on the brand new AEW podcast that I'm going to be doing with Aubrey Edwards, one of our referees. And so when I finish that podcast, I'll be able to hook into you, or maybe when the meeting is over, I'll be able to hook into you and we'll be able to record us doing our next podcast. Oh, by the way, I'm going to promote here. Okay. All Elite Wrestling will be at the Curtis Colwell Center this coming Wednesday. And that's in Garland, Texas at the Metroplex, the Dallas Metroplex. So we'll be there. And I wanted my Georgia Bulldogs to make it to the Cotton Bowl this year, but apparently that's not going to happen. So only because I wanted to be the Cotton Bowl for the first time. Hey, young kids got the Steiner World Tag Team belt, which is not up for grabs here tonight. It's only the Iron Man Challenge. What's the winner going to get? Probably will not get any cash or will not get a belt like those two young men have, but and no ring like the Dynamite Diamond ring that MJF has. And here we go. Everybody on all fours. What the hell's going on here?
You hate ESPN, don't you?
With a passion.
I mean,
they've made sports trivial. Not only that, can I say this about ESPN?
Yes, you can.
They have completely fucked up what at one time was a great college bowl season.
How so?
The bowl games mean nothing anymore, Conrad. Nothing. There are only 3 games that mean anything anymore. And that's the college football semifinals and the championship. Dogs go to the Sugar Bowl. It won't mean fuck all. Alabama will go, let's say, to the Orange Bowl, or let's say they'll go to the Cotton Bowl. It won't mean fuck all. It won't.
Why are you so cussing? Why are you cussing like this?
I shouldn't cuss like this. Sorry.
That's very offensive. We should mention, since we sort of glossed over it a minute ago. It's a 15-minute draw in that Flair Luger match. So both men get 5 points.
Wow.
And, Wade would call this match that we're watching now a lethargic match. 10 points are going to go to the Steiners.
A lethargic match. Oh Lord, what have we done with our lives?
I'm getting lethargic myself.
Just by watching it. But the good news is that next week we'll be able to watch Nitro and we'll be able to see the formation of NWO 2000 and all will come back full circle. We'll be excited about our business again.
No, it won't. It's going to suck too.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
So have you been looking at any models, Rolexes you like?
I'm not, no, I'm not getting a Rolex, but I appreciate I know you like your biscuits.
No, you have to get one, dude. You had your best year ever in the wrestling business this year. You should get one.
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because I just fucking end up losing it.
Losing it?
I've got a tag. Does that count?
No.
Okay. I've had a tag since 2000. I got a tag when we were in Australia for WCW in 2000.
Why?
Always got.
Why? Why'd you buy that? Ugh.
Tags are pretty cool.
No, they're not.
Oh, yeah, they are.
No, friends don't let friends buy tags, bro.
Well, we've lost our sponsorship from Tag.
Fuck them. Wouldn't do it anyway. I need to believe in the shit we're selling.
I think we're pulling out some dreadlocks here.
I'm telling you, this is like a Charlotte Sasha match. Just shit going everywhere. We didn't talk about that.
Wait a second. Hold on. That's Scott Hudson.
Holy cow.
That was Scott Hudson in the face of the Samoans. I hope they show that fan again. No, they won't. That was Scott Hudson with a hair and beard.
I saw him.
What the fuck? How about that for a blast for the past, huh?
Could have been worse. Could have been Chris Cruz.
Whew.
He'd be right in the fucking athletic commission.
Yeah, he sure would be.
I have it on good authority that these Samoans aren't even really Samoans.
Check their passports. They may be from Asia.
Oh my God. You're going to get us in so much trouble. What is it about you?
What's wrong with saying Asia?
Just fucking leave it alone. God damn it. We fucking skirt the line already on so much. But you're in here doubling down.
There's nothing racist about saying Asia.
Shut the fuck up, Tony. This is JR's battle. Let him fight it. Keep my side of it. God damn it.
Okay. Sorry.
Have you had a Popeye's chicken sandwich yet?
I have not.
What's the holdup?
Well, what the holdup is, I'm not going to fucking stand in line for a chicken sandwich that is not as good as Chick-fil-A's. So end this fucking story.
You don't have to stand in line if you know me.
Are you going to have them at the No Holds Barred Christmas?
You goddamn right. I'm getting all the hard to find shit.
God damn right. Okay, let me ask you about the Popeye's chicken sandwich. Are they as good as the show we're watching? Side headlock,
probably
tag?
Better. Oh, hey, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to do something.
Oh, okay. This is like deep kayfabe?
Did you know that Mrs. Bischoff was in Playboy once?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have that issue now, and it is in mint, pristine condition.
You ever sign it?
I might ask for an autograph.
I love it. I thought you were going to have her take her clothes off and pose.
What? Calm down, Tony.
I didn't know. Knowing you and the crazy shit that can happen at the Con Radisson, anything's in play.
I'm just saying, who's got a dual signed Eric and Laurie Bischoff autograph Playboy?
No, well, after this weekend, you'll be the only one.
Yep. It'll be on eBay soon.
Yes, sir.
Bischoff is a lucky motherfucker. You know what?
Oh, I know he is. I know.
I mean, there's some shit that's just not fair.
I know. You're exactly right.
Got to run WCW.
Mm-hmm.
Got to create all these TV shows.
Yep.
There's a big ranch out in Wyoming.
Exactly.
Mary Lady and Playboy.
Mm-hmm.
Doing a Netflix movie about Hulk Hogan with the guy who directed Joker and the guy who played Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm over here watching the fucking Samoan SWAT team from 30 years ago with Tony Schiavone.
And he's got the number one wrestling podcast.
Based on revenue, not based on downloads, but when it comes to dollar bills, y'all, nobody touches 83 weeks.
Okay. Well, and so he's got a lot going on, and all that success that Eric has enjoyed. Oh my God, the Samoan SWAT team getting pissed off with each other. All the success he's enjoyed is because Eric has been a hardworking hustler his entire life, just like you. Hardworking hustler, and hustler. I don't mean a con man. I mean hustling.
By the way, the Samoan SWAT team are only here because Sid Vicious was in the hospital. He collapsed at an airport from a punctured lung, and it was thought to be a Scott Steiner suplex at the Clash that caused it.
Yeah, but I saw Danny Spivey was in the opening of this show, in the graphic opening, and there's no skyscrapers. There are no.
The graphic opening.
The graphic opening. I thought you would say that he had a softball game to attend to.
Oh, that's hurtful. I would never talk.
Really? No,
you'd
never talk bad about anybody on this show. Whoa.
When have I?
I would have to go back in the, by the way, you can go back in the archives and check. I would have to go back and check, and I may be wrong.
I don't remember ever saying anything negative about anybody ever.
No, like I said, I may be wrong.
I think you are. I think you are.
I've been wrong before.
Hey, do you ever get tired or whatever?
Of what?
Just, like worn down, run down, sleepy, tired.
Oh yeah. All the time.
Yeah. I think that's happening to me a little bit now.
Really? Well, maybe it's because you're doing too fucking much, which is probably the case. And maybe because you don't take care of yourself, which I know is the case. You ever thought about that? You ever looked in the mirror and said, you know what? A lot of the people depend on me because I'm a successful motherfucker. So I better take care of myself.
You know what? I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
I'm going to cancel What Happened When because, this is the Little Engine That Could podcast, and that will give me at least 4 hours a week to work on getting into better shape.
Okay. This will be our last broadcast then?
Yeah.
Okay. It was great working with you.
Well, I wish I could say the same.
You've changed my life for the better.
Yeah. Now that you got paid, you're out of here. I got it.
No. See, no, you're not blaming me for this shit. You're blaming yourself for this.
What?
Because you got to take care of yourself. You said you're the one that's going to pull the plug on it. I didn't say it. I'm willing to continue to do it.
Hang on. Do you want me to just read our text message stream live on air? Cause you quit 3 times a week to me. Not a week goes by. You don't quit the show.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
Maybe every 2 weeks.
I feel like at least once a month, as often as I change the filters on the vents here in the house, I get an all caps text message from Tony Schiavone. Fuck it. I quit.
I'm just having trouble right now organizing my life. I'm having trouble organizing my life.
Now imagine you had 94 branches and 5 podcasts and conventions and 2 daughters and a wife.
Well, if I had that, who knows what I would do?
Well, what you wouldn't do is you wouldn't listen to a bunch of shit from slapdicks who get upset about calling pretend fighting and women's volleyball.
We don't do women's volleyball.
I love you. That's the line we take issue with. God damn it.
Fucking A. Don't say I'm doing volleyball, damn it. Although, Conrad, have you seen any collegiate women's volleyball matches?
No.
It's worth watching. I'm just saying. Some of the most beautiful women in college play volleyball. I know you've watched SEC Sports or even ESPN. Have you seen Maria Taylor?
No, but do you see what's going on in the ring right now?
No. What's going on?
I think he's
somebody getting hurt. Somebody hurt.
It's called a watch along.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right.
Maria Taylor.
Maria Taylor was University of Georgia, a great volleyball player. And I talked to Maria years ago when she played volleyball, and she said to me, "Hey, I'd like to get into broadcasting. Got any suggestions?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Work hard at the Grady School." And I said, "You've got a very good personality. You're beautiful." I said, "And just keep plugging away." And now she's a major TV star. And I'm not going to take credit for it, but back to my original story, she was a volleyball player, and there are just absolutely gorgeous volleyball players in every school. Don't know why it is, but volleyball
creates donks. So you'll see a lot of big donks.
A lot of donks.
In volleyball.
You sure that wasn't dinks instead of donks?
Well, listen, I don't know what they called them back in your day.
Okay. I think they were dinks. They're not dunks. And I think they're dinks, not donks. Could it be dunks?
Oh, by the way,
could it be digs?
I tell you, I renamed my dogs.
Dink and donk?
No.
What?
Little Tail and Big Tail.
Why?
Well, Baby is a poodle, but she had her tail clipped.
Mm-hmm.
And Ginger's also a poodle, but she did not have her tail clipped.
Okay.
So one has a little tail, one has a big tail.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
It's fun too. As a Southerner, it's like, get your little tail over here, get your big tail over here.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm going to get you a nickname when you come over here.
No, when we get another dog, you know what we'll call it?
Dad.
No, Asia.
Ah, God damn it! Stop it, Tony!
Look at the Frankensteiner, my God! One person stands up in row 10. Everybody else said, "Okay, white flag. We've had enough."
Do you know? And he's up faster than Steiner is. Attack right. Now. Do you know who invented the Frankensteiner for real?
Well, I was thinking it was Scott Steiner, but apparently not.
Butch Reed.
Of course he did. Sunset flip, only a 2 count. That's right. I guess so.
Butch Reed was over in Florida, you see.
I know. And you know what else I understand? There was an argument that went on in one of our podcasts, probably was a bonus podcast that you can only get on Patreon. And the argument was, who cooks the better turkey, Lois Schiavone or Conrad Thompson? I said Lois, and Conrad took exception to that. And I understand in reality, it's Butch Reed.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any doubt that Butch did a better job than we did, but.
Well, fuck.
Hey, if you don't know about my turkey skills, ask WWE, the most decorated women's champion in WWE history, Charlotte Flair. She'll tell you.
Okay. She was over your house during Thanksgiving?
Of course.
Oh, that's very good. You know what? Was Rick Steiner's Steiner line one of the best lariats clotheslines ever? Maybe the best?
No.
Look. Yeah, it was. And here's another match that they just fucked over. They had a time limit draw with Ric Flair and Luger. They threw out this fuck. Not only are we having a shit show, Conrad, we're having a bunch of non-finishes here. Who was booking this shit?
Yeah, DQ, 10 points to the Steiners. Next up, we got the Great Muta and Lex Luger.
Oh boy, the hits keep on coming. Then we still got the Samoans coming out again.
It's probably one of the more profitable shows though, because you only had to book 8 wrestlers.
You're right. The payoffs probably weren't that much. The payouts. Now back to the redhead. We'll put a 1 and a 0 down here. And look at this. The Samoans have 30 points.
What do you think her name is? Make her up one.
Well, I was going to say Auburn, but then again, she would have to be trailer trash piece of shit to be Auburn.
I'm going to go Clarice.
Clarice.
Hey, I was told, and I don't know this to be true, but I was told that J.J. Dillon had a mental bucket full of nuts.
Yeah, that was an Arn Andersonism.
But I was told when he was wearing something out from behind, somebody took a look and it looked like he was Johnny Bench because he had a big catcher's mitt hanging down there between his legs.
Right. I've heard that tale too.
So if that's the angle, we're talking not necessarily about the size of the testicles, but the elasticity and just the sheer coverage, what am I trying to say here? Either way, the size of the sack meat, right?
Size of the sack meat. Very good.
Yeah. Man, how about everybody is so cautious coming down these U-Haul ramps.
I know, it's fucking no thought put into this show at all.
Well, so anyway, what I was getting to is, do you think JJ ever like stretched out the bat wing as much as he could and put it over his partner's face and said, "Hello, Clarice"?
He could have.
I was just wondering.
Mm-hmm. And you know, that story about JJ was decades ago. And it's a known fact that the older you get, the more your nutsack grows in size.
Right. Really?
Yeah. Flops around.
So you think your sack is long? You're more long balls now than you were back then?
No, there's no question.
So you're more Tom Brady with it now than ever before.
There's no question. I never bat winged until I turned like 55. Never bat winged until I turned 55.
Man, I was bat winging in school.
We get ready for your 50s, buddy.
Oh,
they're gonna be down to your knees.
I won't be speaking to you by then.
Well, by the time you're 50, I'll be long gone. Do you see Bill Apter in the red cardigan?
I wish I wouldn't. Because if he could see me through the other end of the TV, he'd be asking me about a Starrcade program.
Yeah. But be sure to call the NWA Wrestling Hotline, 1-900-909-9900. Phone number no longer active, much like this show.
Have you called that number in a while?
No. They'll probably charge you money just to call it to get a busy signal or a, I'm sorry, there's no longer.
I've called it, but here's what it sounds like.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please hang up and redial the number, including the area code. Announcement 5. Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please hang up and redial the number.
Well, here's the question: Do they still have 900 numbers now because of the internet? And they wouldn't have them, would they?
Why wouldn't they, Tony?
Well, because it's not a money-making gimmick anymore, is it? No one has a 900 number anymore, do they?
What you said they have the internet now. What were you doing on a 900 number that you think you can do on the internet now?
You can click and listen to people talk, or you can click and you can look at things. You can click and hear people can post videos on their opinions and shit like that. You can subscribe to Patreon. If you and I were doing a podcast back then, you would have to go 1-900-909-9900 to get the podcast. Now, go to patreon.com or go to Westwood One.
Okay.
So my question is, and you've got to know this, there are no 900 numbers anymore, right?
Why do I got to know fucking everything?
Because you fucking know everything. Don't there's Bill Apter again, by the way.
I feel like you're taking advantage of my smarts.
I am. I've been doing that for 3 years.
So do you ever get tired or whatever?
Yeah, all the time.
By the way, the Rock and Roll Express are coming back to the NWA. You excited?
Aren't they the champions?
I'm talking about here in 1989, you fuck.
Oh, well, I'm really excited. 3 years past their prime, but I'm really excited. And the Omni's really excited too. Look at that guy in the front row here. Guy in the green shirt to his right. The guy in the front row, that pink shirt, he is slumped down so far he's ready to fall asleep.
Well, we are too, and we're supposed to be talking about the show.
Well, we are doing a hell of a job. I can tell you right now, I can say this with confidence. As much confidence I know that most of those people in that front row are now no longer with us. That we are making this show much more entertaining than it really was in real life. Look at that shit right there. We are. It is much more fun to watch along with us than it would be to pay your money to sit in a fucking front row, orange or yellow seat at the Omni and watch it. Look at the motherfuckers. They're talking amongst themselves in the front row. They don't give a shit about this show. God almighty. This should have been the Turner broadcast, this should have been a sign of things to come. Don't you think?
How so?
Well, they should have looked at this and said, oh my God, if this is all we can do, we're fucked. And you know what else?
What else?
I should have watched this fucking show. And then when Barnett and Hurd called me,
said, no, thanks.
Exactly right. If I would have watched this show, I'd have said, ugh. But I didn't. I didn't.
No surprise.
This is brutal. But it doesn't take away from the fact that the Great Muta was a great performer. And pretty much a hit at Starrcade 4 too.
Yes, Starrcade 4, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All of them were there too.
Tremendous.
It's a big day. I remember when you used to like participating in things.
Well, I was there for my birthday party.
Yeah. Then you went right the fuck home.
Yeah. When's your next one?
I ain't got one.
No.
You know, I was just told this past week when the next AEW pay-per-view was and where it was, and I was shocked. And, I will not be doing one there.
Okay.
And I will not be doing one in Las Vegas in May, where All Out will return.
I don't blame you for not doing one in Las Vegas.
The rumor and innuendo is that the next big AEW pay-per-view after that will be back in Chicago for, All Out. I think they sort of teased that they were going to make Sears Center their Labor Day home. And we've got a great partner there with the Hyatt Regency in Schaumburg. So
that's a great place.
I'd be surprised if I didn't do something that weekend, but that's
who's the girl that's your contact there at the Hyatt Regency in Schaumburg? What was her name?
She's phenomenal.
Yes, she is.
Like I want to hire Melissa. I mean, I need her there for that, but I want to hire Melissa. She's just, I wish there were more Melissas in the world.
Yeah. She's again, you're right. She's phenomenal. Very cute too, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Can we talk about a woman here without you having a comment about the way they look?
No. Can I comment on women that are cute?
Well, if she worked at a strip club, you'd have nothing to do with her.
Exactly.
You know, they're just hardworking single moms trying to make a living and pay their way through schools and provide.
Good for them. Good for them.
Why won't you help?
I will be glad to help, but I don't want to see their titties.
Well, you don't have to. You can just pay them money when you see them. They'll take it.
Okay. How about this?
Hang on now. Just so I'm clear. You don't want to see Francine's boobs.
Boy, are you misconstruing and circling around and tying up and my fucking words.
I'm just wanting to clarify because you've said some rather confusing things today.
Really? Have I really?
Oh, I think so. I'm woefully confused.
Here's your scorecard. Flair 25, Luger 25, Muta nothing, Sting 20, the Atlanta Hawks 135. Oh, and the Atlanta Knights, I think, were a hockey team at that time. Boy, Muta was really misused, not only in this event, but yeah, JR said that he thought Muta should have been the world champion and Flair should have chased him, which, if you think about it, wouldn't have been a bad idea. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, thanks to JR, I got to read the first manuscript of his new book.
I saw that and I was so jealous. I mean, I'm his goddamn co-host and I didn't get to read it. What the fuck?
Well, you might be able to read it. Would you just settle down for a second? And I can say this, honestly, you and I have a good time here and we have a lot of fun and we shit on people. And I told JR this, if I would have gone through the shit that he had gone through from Vince McMahon, I would have Schiavone'd a long time ago.
What does that mean?
I wouldn't have been able to take all the shit that he had to take. Now, I get it, that he was there when they went public and he became a millionaire and Vince afforded him a great lifestyle. And I guess you'll eat a lot of shit if that happens. But Conrad, he was treated like shit, man. He was treated like shit. And I just don't get it. I don't get why anybody would want to treat somebody like that. So, but it's in the book. You just need to read it. And it's a great book. And it's a very, very good read. But I couldn't believe some of the things I was reading. Now, I had to go back and watch some of the stuff on the WWE network, like, his angle with Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler and all that. And, Vince doing that thing in the hospital where he pulled JR's head out of his ass. Things like that. And just blew me away. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Luger fighting.
I don't mean to spoil this for you, but do you know what Cody's got you doing in January? I'm not laughing.
I know you're not.
You will just say, can you?
It's called you're full of shit.
Can you pull my own head out of my ass instead? Here's the thing. I think you have a different impression of Cody, the type of wrestling that Cody really enjoys.
Okay.
The stuff he really likes.
Yeah.
Well, it involves you and not in a good way.
Okay. Well, we'll find out now, won't we?
Yeah. But I bet you do it because you were a fucking yes man in WCW and I don't expect any different now. Oh, sounds great, boss. Yeah. I'll pull my head right out of my own ass. No problem, boss.
You are so full of shit.
What?
You are, but in a good way.
Well, I just can't wait.
I can't wait either.
You think JR was humiliated? You can't. I mean,
no, I'm not talking about humiliated on TV. I'm talking about the way he was talked to in the back.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, it's no way it's going to happen. No way. Mm-mm.
No, Cody's told me he's tired of your shit.
Yeah.
He's putting his foot down.
Putting his foot down and right up my ass, right?
Well, yeah, he's putting it up your ass and then he's putting it down.
What the hell happened here?
He told me he's going to make an example out of somebody. And he knows that you'll take all kinds of abuse and just learn to love the taste. So he's going to start with you.
Okay. They got 1 minute left. Green mist in his face and Luger wins it. Why? Because the green mist in the face? They could another disqualification.
Yep. 10 points for Luger. Next up, the Road Warriors and the Samoan SWAT team.
Wow. Haven't seen these guys before tonight.
No.
Future shock. Here it is. Grab the throat. Green mist in the face. Referee had his face turned, but because his face was green, obviously he can put 2 and 2 together and know that was, let's go back to Clarice.
Hello, Clarice. And look
that's 35 points for Luger.
He's rolling like a wheel. Meanwhile, look at the Great Muta. Big fucking loser. They're just burying him, dude.
Well, who's going to stumble down the ramp next? Oh, the new Wild Samoans against the Road Warriors. Look at Big Daddy Dink. Dunk.
Looks like Matt Coon on vacation. I've I've always wondered what that must be like if you're Matt Coon and you're on vacation. Cause you know what he enjoys to do is play music with kids, right? That's his favorite thing.
Right.
Can you imagine him on vacation, like walking around with a shirt open like that and maybe a penis colada in one hand and he goes over at some like event coordinator at a property. He's like, hey, where are all the kids? Where do the kids like to hang out? I mean, you think you just turn around and just call 911 right away, right?
Mm-hmm. You just look at Matt Coon, you would call 911.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Road Warriors back in. I have a feeling that many of the guys didn't like working this much in one show.
No shit. I'm sure they all wanted to know if they were getting paid multiple times.
So Jim Cornette's going to analyze this one, huh? Goddamn.
Yeah. So Jim Cornette is doing commentary with JR on the tag matches. Terry Funk is doing commentary with JR on the singles matches.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
okay. There it is. So the Wild Samoans, if they win, they're going to win the Iron Man tournament. Huh. And the Road Warriors could win it. There's some drama in this. Wouldn't you say, Conrad? Some drama. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
That guy down the front row, man, he's still asleep. I just realized that Bill Apter over there has a Mr. Rogers type look about him with that tie and that sweater on. Look at this. Whoa, fuck. He bounced up from it. Yeah. I still think Rick Steiner has the best clothesline. And you said no.
No.
Yeah, you did. I said, who's that? I said, don't you think he has the best clothesline ever?
You said Lariat, and I said, no, it's Stan Hansen.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Oh, or how about this? You wouldn't know this one. JBL.
I wouldn't know this one. I don't think I've ever seen a JBL match.
Just go to your Google machine, type in JBL clothesline from hell GIF. GIF.
Okay, I will.
I think you'll be pleased.
I'm sure I will be.
Lots of murdering.
Wow, look at this, man, going at it. That's pretty good. They're ramping up the energy here late in the show. And we got what, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to go in the show. And you still got Flair and Sting. So how long is this one going to be?
I don't know, but I need it to be over. Fuck. This is a long show. Oh Jesus. My God. Dump on Head Jones.
What the fuck? I think Hawk may be really pissed off right now as a shoot. We'll see. Well, maybe not. How about a guy that size getting up for that drop kick? That's pretty damn athletic. I mean, but this is a classic way of, I think we've seen wrestling change here in 2019. You know, you do have big bruisers now, but you don't have as many of them as you used to, do you?
No.
I know Vince was always into bigger guys, but I think through time he realized that guys like Eddie Guerrero and back then Chris Jericho, who had worked for him, and those guys just kind of changed wrestling, and it's more guys who can fly acrobatic and the things the Bucks can do, and Pentagon and Phoenix and Best Friends. Don't sleep on Best Friends, man. Chuck and Trent.
Don't sleep on Best Friends.
No, I really like what Trent can do.
Well, give Chuck a compliment since you're over here complimenting Jones.
Well, I like what Chuck. What the fuck? How about that? Okay, we better talk about this one, guy. Put my head down on the mat and roll over there and get out of the way. They're hurting. Wow. So we've had how many of all these Iron Man matches? How many real 1, 2, 3 finishes have we had? Not many, have we?
Flair.
Flair. I think the Steiners got a 1, 2, 3 when they put the shoulder up on Road Warrior Animal.
This match here is going to get a C+.
Mm-hmm.
The main event is going to get your last match is going to get the best rating of the night. It gets an A-. Of course, you know why. It's Sting and Flair.
Right. But it's still very much a very, am I right to say here, a very green Sting compared to later on?
Yeah.
I mean, it was only a year prior to this, or maybe a year and a half prior to this, that Sting had his first real big match. So, but still, he certainly did develop quickly. I would say that of the two members of that tag team, watch out here, of the Blade Runners, that he developed into a better worker of the two. And he's the only one still alive, by the way. Oh. All right, here's the finish. It's got to be all four in the ring. Please give us a finish. Referee doesn't know where to go. Just walked over and looked at, what the fuck? There it is. Please, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Road Warriors win. And thus they win the Iron Man Challenge, right?
You got it. They're your winners, baby.
Oh, I'm so glad. And everybody's just going crazy. Yes, sir. The Road Warriors are your winners. Do we present them a check? No, we just hug. Do we present them a trophy? No. Bring Jim Hurt out. I want to present a goddamn trophy to the goddamn Road Warriors. Nothing. Let's take a look at it one more time, Conrad.
Let's do.
Watch it. Let's show this one. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, but let's show that replay. Yikes. Fuck, that was pretty serious right there. People throwing shit in the ring. All right. There it is. Let's see it. The Road Warriors get 40 points.
I wasn't sure if that was shit in the ring or one of those extensions coming off again.
Could have been. The Steiners, second place. Samoans, third. And we're going to talk to Gordon Soley. All right. Here's your A- match coming up. Let's enjoy this one. Should we, Conrad?
No. How about Sting reapplied the paint? Looking good.
Yep. Still looking for Scott Hudson over there on the left. Don't see him.
Well, it's definitely him, though.
Oh, yeah, it was. I mean, he was, and still is, just a gigantic fan. And
it makes sense, too, because Scott Hudson's an Atlanta boy, and we're at the Omni.
Right.
I can't believe they demolished it.
Well, it's progress. Can't believe they demolished the Georgia Dome to put up that piece of shit that they got there now.
You don't like it?
Oh, I hate it. But I look at it from a different vantage point than you guys. I look at it from a broadcasting point of view. I'm sure as a fan experience is probably pretty cool. But for broadcasting, no.
Well, I recommend younger fans go out of your way, throw in your Google image machine, the Omni Coliseum. It was a very interesting looking building, to say the least.
It was, I mean, it was Can't say it was the Mecca. I guess you could say that in the Greensboro Coliseum were kind of the meccas of wrestling in the South.
It's a cool looking building. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
You don't think so?
Oh yeah, it was. You know, it had a very unique design to it. Once again, it had like 8 was like octagonal, I think. In many ways. The seating was at least 4 sides and then 4 corners of seats as well.
That's just something funny about you saying it was octagonal. I had 4 sides. I'm like, oh God. That Georgia school system. Ooh, those portions.
4 sides and 4 corners. 4 plus 4 is 8.
Next week on Count Chocula.
No, it's the Count, not Chocula. From Sesame Street. I remember that.
Oh my God.
What?
I'm just glad that you mentioned Sesame Street.
Why?
Because you know, you didn't watch TV for decades. It feels like.
Right.
Are you familiar with the Chappelle Show spoof of like Oscar the Grouch?
No, I'm not. Is the Chappelle Show still on like Netflix or something?
I don't know where you can watch it now, but I watched it online.
Right. I need to see it. Because he truly is one of the funniest men ever.
Oh, without question.
Without question. Right.
I'm going to play a little clip here for you.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, go ahead.
Daddy, you're at work.
Oh, yeah? Well, me, I gave up working a long time ago.
Don't give up, Stinky. My dad says if you never give up and work hard, all your dreams will come true.
That's the gayest shit I ever heard.
What?
I don't believe your pappy. May be rich, but he ain't happy. Tells you about work and you want to be him. But when's the last time you got to see him? He works hard. Why? So you can go out and buy a bunch of shit that you don't need. Driven by your punk ass host and greed. That's why I say, fuck it. First time in my life.
I've heard this.
Finally free.
We've had this song
Mention for me. I said, fuck it. No brand new Humvee. I say, fuck it.
But you'll get no pussy.
Fuck it. You don't understand. Is I make love to my hand. So I don't need you, honey. I beat my dick like it owes me money. That's right, I said, fuck it.
Dude, that's the funniest skit in the history of television.
That is tremendous. Fuck it. And that was my life.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. If you were a television character, it would be Stinky. Not Oscar the Grouch, but Stinky. Which I guess makes sense since you only bathe once a month.
And that is not true.
It's once
that
a week?
Is not true.
Sorry, once a week.
No, that is not true.
Wait, you told me you
I bathe a lot more now.
Okay.
That I'm on TV. And I use Manscaped products.
I was going to say, Manscaped is not a one size fits all solution for bathing. You should still bathe.
I know, but I bathe and I use their. Okay.
Oh, so you're just showing off.
Yes, I'm sure. And meanwhile, let's take a look closely at this A- match because we haven't seen one yet on this show.
Well, listen, I feel like this is going to be your standard Flair Sting match, is it not?
Well, then we can just say, fuck it. Boy, Flair could take those, and Flair and Sting and that Gorilla Press Slam was always good shit.
He loved them.
Yeah.
Flair did. He would call them every time.
Yeah. And then he would shove, and then he gets shoved down, and then Flair would do that thing where the referee would shove him down, and Ole would get so fucking mad.
But it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny, but Ole said, referee should never shove one of our guys down.
I said, fuck it.
Well, this is your final match, ladies and gentlemen.
And next week, we're going to be talking about, you don't even remember this show, do you?
No, I don't. I don't remember any of these shows. Now, when we, look, there's nobody in the wrestling business that they'll say, do you remember the show from December 16th, 1999? Everybody's going to say, no, they don't. Once you start watching it, you might. And once I do a little research on it, I might. But right now, I don't remember it. What was in it?
That's from Baltimore, at the Baltimore Arena in Baltimore, Maryland. It's you, Mike Tenay, and Bobby Heenan. And someone did a recap 4 or 5 years ago. I just looked at KB's wrestling reviews online, and the subtitle for this recap is, "This is Rock Bottom."
This is what?
Rock Bottom. This is the night after Starrcade in 1999. For the cruiserweight title, we would have Medusa and Buzzkill.
Jesus Christ.
Then we would have Hugh Morris and Kurt Hennig.
Wow.
Then Kevin Nash would come out, talk about living within a certain code of wrestling. And then Creative Control is going to say that Kevin Nash is the biggest politician in the locker room. And then we've got Tank Abbott and Jerry Flynn.
Oh my God. Poor old Jerry Flynn.
We've also got Ming and Norman Smiley taking on Fit Finley and Brian Knobs. We got Maestro and Evan Courageous. We got Chris Kanyon versus Bam Bam Bigelow versus Diamond Dallas Page.
Coughing on roller skates, buddy.
We got Creative Control versus Kevin Nash. We got Chris Benoit versus Jeff Jarrett. We got Sid Vicious versus The Wall. We got Harlem Heat versus Varsity Club in 1999.
Now, this was a 3-hour.
Yes.
That's a lot of matches in a 3-hour show with commercial breaks.
We got Bret Hart and Goldberg.
This is when Bret Hart gets killed, somewhat. This is when he kicks his head off.
And then Jeff Jarrett comes out with spray paint. And NWO 2000, baby.
Okay, here we go. We can't wait till next week. Excited about that. One would think, based on what we have seen in the show so far, we may get a count out here, but no, match goes on.
The mule kick with Bret Hart Goldberg was the night before at Starrcade.
Oh, really? So Bret Hart was obviously not 100% in this match. It'll be interesting to see how he performs.
Yeah, he's hurting for certain. Man, I love the old standing suplex that Flair used to do.
It was great. I like when he measured him for this knee drop, shin drop, saw it coming right across the head. He had so many standard classic moves that we all knew were coming, and we all didn't give a shit because we liked it. Sting did a hell of a job of selling his shit too, man. I may have asked you this question before, but it bears asking again, and our listeners may want to put this in their mind too and see what they think. Do you think Ric Flair's stuff would play today? With all the acrobatic stuff that we have going on. Fans love somebody coming off the top rope onto the floor with a dive or a 450. They love the table coming out. They love the tope suicida. They love all that shit.
Well, hang on now. How much of that does Brock Lesnar do?
None.
And realistically, how much does Cody do?
And he does some of it.
Very little. That's my point. I think if Flair was around in today's era, he would do, the same amount Cody does. Enough, but not a lot.
Yeah, I get it, because Flair was, and let's just say that Flair was this age he is right now here in 2019. Flair was such a great performer, he could adapt.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
Have you seen any Kenny Omega matches before AEW?
I saw the one with, the one from Japan with he and Chris Jericho. The one that was on
Wrestle Kingdom.
Wrestle Kingdom, right, a couple of years ago. That's the first Kenny Omega match I ever saw. So what are you getting at here?
Just wanted to know your take on Kenny Omega as an in-ring performer.
Yeah. I have a lot of respect for him, because I know that he'll put the time and effort in and does great things, man.
A lot of hardcore AEW fans think Kenny Omega is the best wrestler in the world.
Right.
And I just knew that you didn't have the privilege of seeing all of his great matches with Okada that helped really earn him that designation.
I did not, but you know what? I'd love to see him. Can you buy a few of those matches and send them to me?
Yeah, we're going to do a screening of them this weekend at No Holds Barred Christmas. I'll see you there.
Oh, that's right. Do you know I have a basketball game in Tempe this weekend?
You could not lose any money and just come here. Hey, we haven't talked about that, but what's the plan with you and Kenny Omega?
I'm not booked with him. What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
I didn't know you didn't know yet. Sorry.
Okay. See, and you obviously know something I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
You should Google One Winged Angel though. Just start.
Oh, I know what One Winged Angel is.
Okay. Well, duck your fucking head, man. Well, he'll take care of you. Don't fucking fight it. Think you got a fucked up neck now. Well, a goddamn cryo freeze on that. You want to?
Is that it? No, 2 count.
We wish it was. I feel like we've had a run of really bad shows lately.
Well, I think our shows have been good. I think we've been looking at bad shows.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. No, yeah. I'm incapable of being critical of my own stuff. I think everything I do is wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Well, I agree. I'm
busted ball starting.
No, I agree. Think about think of a show. I know you like to do things that are timely. In other words, this is December. You want to go back and look at Starrcades around this time. Think of a great wrestling show that we can shoehorn in here, and we can just put it and say, you know what? This was such a ass-kicking show. Let's look at it together.
We got a lot of that coming up. January 1st, it'll be you and I watching Butts and Seats where Mick Foley wins the title.
Okay.
And then a few weeks after that, on January 22nd, we're watching the 1992 Royal Rumble, which most people say is the very best Royal Rumble ever.
Okay. That's one Flair won, correct?
Yep. And then February 5th will be the main event, your favorite Hogan Andre double referee gimmick.
Oh, okay. So good. We got some good shit, man.
Yeah. And then we got this shit.
Yeah. And this is shit.
What you don't understand.
Fuck it. Well, you know what? Again, the master that Flair is, he's got fans standing here at the end of this grueling 3 hours of bullshit they've had to endure. He put the figure 4 on them, and the fans stood up. Credit Ric Flair and his working partner here for being able to pull this off, because it couldn't be easy at the end of this thing.
Yeah, this was a challenge for everybody, including the audience, because the audience has not been on fire for this show so far.
No. Again, it comes down to personal stories. And if you don't have personal stories, you don't have personal vendettas, so to speak, issues, angles, no one gives a fuck. And they didn't have it here. To be able to say, okay, it's an athletic event. No. Saw that one coming, the bridge up, floats over, backslide, down goes Flair. 1, 2, and he breaks out.
Oh, we should mention, shout out to Juice WRLD, who died this past Sunday, just 21 years old. We'll get him on a Tony Reed's rap very, very soon. It's hard to imagine.
Juice WRLD?
Yeah, he died.
I'm so sorry. Pretty good rapper.
Yeah, you would like some of his stuff.
Yeah. Better than Kodak Black?
Nobody's better than Kodak Black, Tony.
Yeah, there's a lot of people better than Kodak Black.
Like who?
Yeah, in the upstairs toilet, we still got some turds that haven't been able to be plunged yet, and they're better than Kodak Black.
Boy, that's hurtful.
I'm good.
That's real hurtful.
Mm-hmm. Here it is. 1, 2, 3. I saw it coming. Sting is your Iron Man. The Road Warriors are your Iron Men. Kevin Sullivan approves in the background. Yes, he does.
What do you think?
Oh, boy, it's over.
But what do you think?
Oh, I think it sucked. I like this match, though.
Look what's happening here.
Is this where they invite him to be part of the Horsemen?
Yeah. We'll play the audio here. I'll lay out.
What's going on here? They're holding up the sign of the Horsemen. The Stinger has won it. Fans will take another look at the closing moments of this before we go back to Gordon Soley, who's standing by with the Road Warriors. There's Buck, here it is.
There it is right there, and you see that small package right there. There you see that 1, 2, and Flair's fighting it like crazy, trying to get one of those shoulders up, but just couldn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the Iron Team Division, the Road Warriors, are standing by. They are with Gordon Soley.
So what do you think, man? Joining the Horsemen at the end, of course, we know in the following Great American Bash, June of 1990, that's when we would see Sting finally become world champion. But of course, first he's got to get kicked out of his world title shot, which is going to happen. So nice little storyline. Cool.
Yeah, at the end it was, right.
Cool set, cool look. I want to like this show because it's got a lot of star power. It's got a cool entrance. We're leading into a cool story. I just can't make myself.
Nope. Neither can I. And Gordon Soley at the end with the Road Warriors screaming ain't going to cut it either.
Yeah, it's not the best way to go off the air.
No, it's not.
Should have went off the air with the Sting Horseman thing.
Exactly. That would have been good. Hand raised. But all that stuff.
Here's what we'll never be accused of. We know how to go off the air. Tony, when I look at my clock, I realize it's about that time.
You're exactly right, Conrad Thompson. Thanks for being with us this week on What Happened When, as we take a look at Starrcade Future Shock 1989. We've taken a look at this match, and we can say right now, fuck it. We're out of time. We'll see you next week on What Happened When. We are on Westwood One. Every Monday, we are with our great friends and fans on
Patron.
Fuck it.
Hogan and Nitro, New World Order and the Crow, Thunder Russo, Arquette Champ, Vinnie Mac, simulcast. Tony's back with Conrad, not such a classy podcast. Watch along, try not to laugh. Lowest rules can't pass. This wasn't the initial plan. Tom Zigg's a good-looking man. Klondike Bill, make a chant. Tommy, come over.